Hello, what's up, people? क्या
It's
हालचाल?
cool to see them recognize that as well.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit more about NRG because I have a feeling that this is
Oh,
where
three
they
cuties.
come alive even
Cutie,
more.
cutie.
Their comfort zone almost feels like because Kukuka, you know this team are not going to let it slip away this close to the grand final.
Yeah, exactly. We were talking about the calls. I think that FNS makes a brilliant one in this round number 10, where he Astra ults and then sends the jet over to B, but then also they apply the pressure onto A, and then they ran it back all the way to B. And it was what Mel, what you were saying, the fake into fake into fake. It's impossible. It's very hard to read and very hard to react because even when you
मैच ही
overreact, most of
देखना
the time
था
you're
मेरे
going to
को.
be wrong. It's very
कल एकदम
difficult
को
to be
लग
in
रहा
the
रहेगा.
same server as this and actually,
नॉर्मल हो
face
जाएगा
up
ये.
against the team.
मैं
They
लेट
can do
उठा
this
हूँ.
with such ease.
And the thing is,
आवाज
too,
भारी
there's
लग रही
actually a lot
होगी.
of mid-rounding in that. It's not something that FNS called 30 seconds ago. Okay, we're going to go A, fake that we're going in, then go B, and then come back A. Like, it's like he notices these pauses and there's phases to a round. He knows exactly when to be like, okay, wait, here's an opportunity for me to mid-round. Let me call this now. And how fast he is at doing that, and how fast it is for all of NRG to be on the same page and be like, I trust you. We're doing it. Like, no questions asked, no hesitation from the squad. And I think that's going to be a big part of whether or not they win today.
Do you ever feel like a possibility of overcook when it comes to that? How big of a risk is that?
I think you overcook if you do it many times and a half, but when you throw in like one in there, like one or two a match, or like one a map, I feel like then it's like they can never really expect it and it keeps them on their toes.
I also feel like overcooking sometimes ends up with a pause from the coach being like, guys, chill out. It's not that deep. It's not that, you don't have to make it that complicated because you're only making it hard on yourselves. So I think that I agree with you. If you do it one round, if you do it after a couple of rounds again, I think that is what disrupts the other team.
Yeah, I do also want to talk about one other player on NRG, which is Som, the only player that doesn't quite have a title just yet, Mel, but you can see how hungry he is for it.
And honestly, having that kind of hunger on your team when you're as tenured as the rest of them, it kind of motivates you a bit more, right? It has to, and you're like, I kind of want to do it for my boy Sam. Like, at this point, we got to do this together. Like, we got our wins. He hasn't gotten his yet, so it's definitely a motivating factor, having someone that hungry on your team.
You can definitely tell that he's hungry. The utility that he uses, how clean he is, how well he adapts to the team, but also the moments where he has to step up. I think that yesterday they won a 3v5. Sometimes we also saw him with the operator getting a 4K. I think that for him, this is very important.
I mean, as you can see from what he said in the post-match interview, the only thing I guess that is in my head is that I want to get that title. Everyone else on the team has one. It's time for me to get one as well. But Mel, do you think this is time? Because it feels like even if they do win today, they got EG, they got finale.
It's hard to say. Honestly, I see that energy, I feel like isn't even in their final form right now. If that's weird to say, I feel like I've seen them play at a higher level, but the fact is, like, they're here and we haven't even seen their final form, and they only get better the longer they get through a tournament. And as they go deeper and deeper, we're going to see a stronger energy, and I hope to see one that is near that final form today.
Oh, we might get it today. We might get it today. So I hope we do get it today, because after the first match, I want to bang it for the second one as well. But we got to find out which match.
First match में तो tension ही tension था.
Coach Alex are actually standing by, ready to do the match pick and ban. So let's send it down there and find out where we're going to be heading.
Let's jump in.
पता है मेरे को वॉच पार्टी एक्सेस मिला हुआ है, तेरे को मैं मेल दिखाता हूँ. मेरे पे सारे 2-3 मेल आए हुए पड़े हैं. ये तो मैंने ठीक है कि वीसी ऐसे का जो ओरांगुटान जो जीते अपना वीसी से, उसका वॉच पार्टी किया नहीं, उसका भी मेल आया हुआ पड़ा है.
And map number 1 from NRG.
मैं तेरे को व्हाट्सएप करता. मैप वीडियो जान दे.
And map number 2. Side on Lotus. Yeah. Okay. And next set of bans starting with NRG, you have Ascent, Bind, and Split. Ascent, your ban. Split. So map number 2 will be Bind, side on Bind. Okay, so
got the accesses, bro.
Make sure we're all good to go. First set of bans, we have NRG with Fracture, PRX with Haven. Map number 1 is Pearl with PRX on attack. Map number 2 is Lotus with NRG on attack. Next set of bans are Ascent and Split. Decider is Bind with NRG on attack. That's good. Good luck to you both.
NRG देखो कुछ व्हाट्सएप किया। अरे मेरा यूट्यूब नहीं खोल रहा, एक तो यूट्यूब ऑटो अपडेट पे है यार। खोल जा मेरे बाप। PRX हाय हेलो करते हुए आ रहे। सोच रहे
This could be the elimination match of the ages. NRG, the legacy team that just refuses to roll over and die, bulldozing through everyone in the lower bracket versus a PRX that came here with a sub where nobody really expected anything from this team. But today, Mel, one of them is going to progress and become a top 3 team, and one of them is going to be going home. Who you got your money on?
और दूसरा वाला मेल I can't share because वो ये इवेंट चल रहा है।
Or me just being a huge NRG fan, or the fact that I love Pujan's IGLing, but I really want to see like, okay, there's one of these teams.
इवेंट खत्म हो गया, इसके लिए मैंने तेरे से वो मेल शेयर किया है।
And the other is more of like a group mentality. Somehow everyone's on the same page. I really can't wait to see this matchup again, to see who comes out on top in terms of this just IGLing.
Yeah.
CGRS तो भाई इसको क्या चांस मिल गया पूरा इवेंट खेलने का? समथिंग है नहीं, पूरा इवेंट खेल रहा है।
Exactly, very interesting. Probably NRG decided to go for this Pearl not only because they have had the experience already. It's also a map that PRX hasn't played yet. We were talking about how flexible they've been with every single agent, and maybe this comes as a surprise for them. The NRG decides to go for this map because we need to see the adaptation again from them now that something is not here. It's the conversation that we're having all the time, but now in a new map.
वो हर तरह से पॉइंट्स मिल रहे हैं अभी। वालो कम्युनिटी का नॉइजिंग नहीं अच्छा लग रहा है। I'm feeling good.
Too, because we talk about how prep heavy NRG can be and how Chet does a lot of the anti-stratting, but they're picking a map that we haven't even seen yet from PRX. I am a bit interested to see, does PRX have something up their sleeve?
I mean, well, something's not here, Mel. I'm sorry, I have to drop that joke back at you. But the thing is, when something is here, they run that Phoenix Jet.
अरे कुछ तो सीन हो गया था, मेरा मेल स्पैम में चले गया था, Ascension का मिला था, Ascension का भी मिल गया।
Solo controller is definitely a different way
I'm fine for Ascension now. Ascension का भी ऐसा हो गया कि it is just like कि form fill करना है। NRG 60-40 भाई कल का मैच देखा, उसके बाद से PRX के लिए धड़कनें बढ़ गई थी। वो 7 राउंड कंटिन्यू मारा था। Even पहला मैच, भाई लास्ट राउंड, पहला मैच का लास्ट राउंड ऑफलाइन देख रहा था मैं, मेरे लग गए थे।
Can do.
Yeah, but, we're about to find out because this is the Prime Gaming agent select, and as you can see, they are gonna run it, and CGRS is gonna play Killjoy.
So Forsaken is going on the Jet. This is the only, like, I could see a world where the Vi was to go on the Killjoy and CGRS was to go on the Sky.
Gecko से हटके इस पे जा रहा है। हेलो भाई, मेरे साथ वालो खेलोगे क्या? नहीं, अभी तो वालो नहीं खेलेंगे, आज तो वालो खेलने का मूड शाम में है, I guess.
I actually kind of like the Phoenix pick into this like
शाम में वालो खेलेंगे।
We saw Cloud9 run it in VCT America.
Let's see. मेरे को लग रहा है PRX निकाल लेगी।
Against at the time, which was the loud comp, so you're gonna see a lot of disruptive plays, like you said, flash.
तो watch party करेंगे।
It's gonna be interesting to watch.
I am so glad they kept this comp. It's gonna be an exciting match, and it's time to jump into it with Achilles and Paperthin. Over to you guys.
Thank you very much. I don't know what it is, but NRG and us are apparently inseparable, so we'll see if they're going to be gliding through this one.
PRX जीतना तो चाहिए, Pacific के लिए slot चाहिए रे।
But it's everything to play for from here on.
I want Pacific के लिए slot, इसके लिए।
That spot, you want to stay alive, you want to be changing venues in front of that larger crowd and have a crack at getting up against Fnatic.
नहीं तो LCQ से एक ही slot है। अगर PRX जीतता है तो LCQ से 2 slot मिलेगा Masters के लिए। ये मेरे को मिल चुका है, जो इवेंट जीतेगा उसको एक्स्ट्रा स्लॉट मिलेगा। हम वही तो बोल रहा हूँ, पैसिफिक के लिए स्लॉट चाहिए, तो PRX अगर जीता तो LCQ के लिए स्लॉट मिल जाएगा, मतलब LCQ से एक मास्टर्स के लिए स्लॉट है।
Situations, it is kind of a group effort, a team effort, and as we've seen throughout this event, PRX is getting better and better at these micro adjustments. Whether it be on that Gecko teaming up with the Vi with some of these unique kind of,
रैंक भाई ये तो अलग ही चल रहा है रैंक अप वाला।
Again, the guy, I'm so happy we get to cast NRG because I just love watching Finesse, and the way he plays the map is just absolutely just brilliant and beautiful. But PRX has given him fits in the past.
That they have
चलो फोकस ऑन द मैच। 8 से ब्लाइंड डाला, मिड कंट्रोल, मिड क्लियर है। नाम वाम नहीं दिख रहे थे क्या तुमको? एफएमसी अलग लेवल पे खेल रही है। इसका मैच भाई आज था कि लोअर ब्रैकेट में घुस सकती है। आज लगा था कि लोअर ब्रैकेट में घुस जाएगी।
Really looking for some of that telltale utility from Divide from the side of NRG. Trying to wait for that execute. And a heavy stack towards the B side. Awareness here from PRX. Kind of regroup and back off. Maybe see if you can
isolate. भाई लास्ट में वो जो मारा है लियो ने,
they're gonna 3-stack crashes and he wants none of it, and that's wise.
कनेक्टर घुस के बाहर है वापस।
Contact going to be made around the corner.
Dash forward, Forsaken looking to just garner some space, get some moved up here against the link. The rotation's now going to be coming in from the side of NRG. Artist still checking, wants to see if there's going to be anybody late pushing through water. In the meantime, the swing comes in.
जिंगी साथ में भी करते नाइस।
Phoenix cannot do so.
अरे रे
Help of his little turret will be able to take down Mind Freak, and now it's just going to be a right-click battle, and Victor's able to win. Spike now stranded, and Jing, the last man
ऊपर देखेगा तो बढ़िया है।
Flash at the ready, slaps it down, but has to know. Doesn't realize that the flank is coming through. We'll just die to it in the end anyway, but it's still going to be the pistol round going to NRG.
That's all right. A little bit of a smile there from Victor. Nice kind of read of the situation.
Pistol NRG पे गया।
The change up from PRX. They had a good, start to this round where they kind of came in through.
लेकिन जिंग का
waited for the smoke utility.
I don't mind this. I think,
जिंग का और फार्मिंग देखा पहले राउंड में।
A little bit curious to see at the end there, but
रन इट बैक आ गया, वही आ गया इसको।
on the opposite side though. Now going to be one off having that run it back available.
Yeah, and that's a big part of PRX's strategy here is enabling Jing.
Artist making a nice and early exit here, trying to find Forsaken. Now pushes the issue, swings around the corner, finds a third. Goes for the reload.
ये तो होना ही था, पता था। M3 को तो ये मेन पे फाइट आने ही वाली है, और हार्बर की वजह से वो पूरा का पूरा आता ही आता है, हर बार आता है। साइड कटती है, साइड कट के गेम निकलता है।
Okay, well, now we move on to the first round where we really get to see what PRX has been able to cook up with this comp. I'm a little bit worried about this attacker side for PRX without that harbor in here. Normally it's Forsaken on the harbor, kind of doing a really good job cutting space, setting up Jing to be able to kind of flash in and around those walls. Jing has
harbor के लिए खेला Forsaken
that blaze to try to enable himself or his team. But this time around it's a little bit different. CGRS on that killjoy now. And this time
CGRS को killjoy दिया है।
Flash going to confirm.
Flash in, Artist with the Spectre.
Bit
of damage across
फटका मार गया रे सोन ने।
Sam with a great headshot. At range there with the Sheriff finds one. Crashes now swinging out the back behind the pillar.
Take it, even trades.
One Divide, quick to trade it to keep them on equal footing. As now the run it back is going to be coming through. Sam just throwing up the wall. Jing wants to rush up. They know exactly where he's going to be coming from, so they pull back out of the link. And eventually he's just going to go ahead and TP back over.
पूरा का पूरा मिड लिंक को वापस मिलना ही है, मिड डॉट्स का एरिया।
He might go all the way around to club it, trying to get
3v3
be there.
पीछे फ्लैश करेगा अगर वो, तो केजे थोड़ा लेट आ रहा है। हार्बर ने वॉल खींचा, कोब है।
Try to push on through, gravity well up front to try to delay.
Walking across.
Shot रे।
Poison. Jing finding one, jumping into the cove, knows that he's pulled back. In the meantime, Victor
निकल गया।
certainly is now, but still finds a headshot. And already
गन्स नहीं गिरा ना, बाकी निकल चुका है।
Very good bonus here for the side of NRG. He's looking for a little bit more.
Nice.
Will be able to
जिनको वापस से 2 ये मिल गए अल्ट पॉइंट्स।
fighting back but losing out on 3 members.
Yeah, this is pretty quintessential.
अच्छा है, ये स्ट्रैट अच्छा है। जिनको पूरा अल्ट फार्म करवाते रहते, बार-बार एंट्री होते रहते। शॉट था।
That Sheriff on the opener, and then Jing going to use that Phoenix ability a lot to control space in Link and Art quite often. There's a lot of those kind of 90-degree corners that Jing really loves to take advantage of as that Phoenix. Really exciting to watch the way he plays. And he's not overly aggressive. Normally you're used to seeing Jing just blast packing all over the place with the Rays doing crazy stuff, but
pull कर दे, हाँ, nice.
Oh, the
Jing?
birds go out. Crashy dodges that one. Even with Jing's follow-up curveball.
भाई ये क्या था? ये कैसे मिस कर सकता है जिंग? Dude, वहाँ पे पुल किया उसने, वहाँ पे मॉली किया, वो अच्छा स्ट्रैप था। एमिंग के लिए फाइट करके मिड पे चले आने का मस्त।
flash to buy, and he fully caught by it. He will get melted down.
यार
As you can see, Forsaken dashing out of art, gets himself over towards the A site. They know there's
Forsaken के knives भी आ गए.
players operating behind them at A main.
Well, are they gonna wrap all the way through? No, they're just
Backside top round.
site here. Really big duel with Artis coming up.
And Forsaken
nice.
Artis looking over towards Flowers. Forsaken swings from Secret, does take him down. Brings it back into a 3v3.
सामने रिटेक अल्टी मारा है, रेकनिंग मारा तो है. अरे सीधी अरेस.
Now it's all on Sam.
इसका टर्रेट कोई क्यों नहीं तोड़ रहा है?
Uncertain if there's going to be anybody over towards the dugout. Gravity well does come through from Mind Freak. It's going to be the util dumped out. That spray coming in. He knows that
Nice.
they're both over in Flowers.
तीन मारा CGRS ने.
CGRS will finish him off. 3K for him in the round to tie it up at 2-2.
Man, what a recovery here from Paper Rex, and a good read on the early part of the round by NRG.
चाहिए मेरे को 2-0 चाहिए. मैं फर्स्ट मैच नहीं कर पाया, मेरे को उसके लिए दर्द है, लेकिन ठीक है. क्योंकि कुछ थोड़ा बहुत ये था रे. लाइक देख सकते हो गला खराब है तो तबीयत का सीन था. ऊपर से घर पे अकेला तो काम वाम करना पड़ता है.
And force another eco here out of NRG. Blades up for Forsaken, and he is certainly a confident person with that ability.
रनिड बैक के देखने खाली रनिड बैक देखो तुम लोग कितना मारता है. 3 अल्ट पॉइंट्स है ना. ये राउंड में फिर से इसका अल्ट फार्म हो जाएगा. मिड क्लियर.
Into Link, sees Finesse for a brief little moment there. Finesse sends some shots his way. Drops low.
Shot.
Tag there on a Victor now, knocked down to 50 HP. Crashies wanting to try to break through.
Nice shot.
Gets the reset on the knives. Swings on the corner.
Nice.
Another one. Mind Freak as well getting involved. Finds Finesse. So far it's just going to be taken down.
Oh, knives का battle.
Quick 2 kills and suddenly it's just CGRS all on his low.
ये Q2 अकेले कैसे बचता है यार?
Still dangerous territory, but it seems like they might have an inkling of it as Artis does.
Cutie है.
Trying to set up for that brief little one way. Being going to be heard. CGRS knowing where one is. Seems like he's got a very good idea as well. Sam. Not expecting him to have repositioned down onto the low ground here. Now it's completely and utterly
Sound radiant.
open. Wants to go for the nano swarm. Sends it cleaned up now. Knows that he's got a high low. To try to send out the turret. Swing Sam. Sam will get the headshot, and it is a fantastic drip.
Take
the lead.
And it's just these quick rotations here from NRG that really helped them out. Just immediately, as soon as contact is made from Forsaken, yeah, he does a great job taking space, getting in there, doing some serious damage with those blade storms. But then Artis says, nah, I can do you one better, and gets 2 big ones. Sam again, good with this Sheriff. Doing a great job in this round and in this entire map so far.
पैसिफिक असेंशन का भी मिल गया है गाइस. चलो सब करेंगे अभी धीरे-धीरे. सब कुछ करेंगे. ठीक है नंबर अभी कम है बट ये सारी चीजें.
Keep our fingers crossed in that regard. As we can see though, Victor's still going to be sticking over towards B. Line share is set up. In this position.
I know everybody doesn't get और मेरे को मिल रही है तो I will just take advantage of this.
Jing gets to run it back.
Yeah, he's been funneling those as per usual. Already the second one. You've got dueling lockdowns, dueling seekers here.
ये देखो जिनका रनिड बैक आ गया.
For the side of Paper Rex.
किया सीधे सीकर्स डाले.
Hands there at the door to allow Jing to push through, heal up. He's just going to chew through that nano. Yeah. Run it back.
वो जानबूझ के विक्टर ने ना ये किया. अच्छा लॉकडाउन तो लॉकडाउन.
PRX just looking to match. Spike, however, not yet planted, so they're still going to have to try to retake the side off the back of this one. They do shove NRG away. But can they get into a post-plant setup quickly? NRG are going to look to rush this one. Victor still tucked away, back haul. Flash goes across, some shots in his direction.
Close expect नहीं करेगा Victor.
Gets a headshot, curveball in, but it crashes. Just holds down left click. Had it lined up, gets the
मुस्का था ये. Flash dodge किया निकल लिया भाई.
Continue to tumble out of control here for the side of Paper X. Finally get the spike moved up here onto the sides. He addresses in.
Nice shot रे. Trade हो जाते हैं लोग जल्दी.
Once again into a 3v3.
अबे wall काट ले. Nice.
Push. Artis puts the spike down on the ground. Now it needs to be recovered. Into the 2v2.
Some wall काट सकते. Wall भी काटने का जरूरत नहीं. आए धर मारे खत्म.
NRG starting to stretch the lead.
Yeah, and already here, PRX just
हाँ
really
ये लोग
trying
का
to hit beat
स्क्रीन
over and
थोड़ा
over
सा
again. Just
टिल्टेड
trying to
रहता है, हम लोग का कहीं
overwhelm
सीधा रहता है.
NRG on
They
this side.
tilt the screen a
It
little
just
bit.
isn't going their way. I mean, you know, Sam is staying on A, planted his feet over there, but the rest of NRG is good for it. And Artist finding some
उसके
great
वो
timing.
मार दिया ना प्लांटर को, उधर गेम बना दिया.
Delay here for the side of NRG is making this really difficult for PRX. Looks like they're going to shift over to Stingers for this round. Mind Freak with the Cosmic Divide and a Sheriff. The only ults to speak of here. Artist popping that dash.
ओए
Takes a bit of damage there.
रन इट बैक तो फिर से आ जाएगा. वे बार-बार रन इट बैक आ रहा है, एंट्री भी मिल रहा है. पोस्ट प्लांट में ये हो रहा है, प्लांट ही नहीं मिल रहा है. कुछ ना कुछ होते जा रहा है इनके.
That tells me that Artist's ears likely working well enough to
एक
identify
टर्रेट और अलार्म बॉट है विद द स्टिंगर टू वर्क विद. ए मेन का कंट्रोल दे दिया है 8 से दूसरे. तब आई गेट्स वन बट अबे देख के इग्नोर किया.
finds another 2 kills for himself.
The hell?
He's at 9 HP. The Stinger can do some work. CGRS finding 1. Flash does not go wide enough.
बट देख के कौन इग्नोर करता है. अच्छा मार दिया ये तो ठीक है. CDRS ने 2.
49 seconds remaining. They could cut noise. Try to rotate off the side, if not make a bait.
You read my mind.
They have this ult invested. It seems like they still want to try to play around it.
नहीं जाने का था साइड.
I mean, with this ult here, you know, you're at least able to be undetected, but oh my god, the cover!
Covering fire allows for Mind Freak.
3 मार दी.
He needs to find the headshot. He needs to win on his and he will just drag it across. He finds it, and the thrifty is confirmed. PRX putting one of their own.
CGRS क्या मार रहा है बे.
I mean, the crossfire here is just so disciplined. The patient from CGRS, he has been stepping up now. He had so many clutches for them in their previous match. He is really starting to find his groove. He seems comfortable. He's calm. He's confident. He's excited.
भाई aggression देख के समझ में आ रहा है.
Always positive.
That CGRS is doing something. मतलब behind the back कुछ मेहनत तो चल रही है.
You've got, you know, the 2 streamer players going against each other, Sam and CGRS, and they're both having great rounds so far.
50 prime subs on this camp.
Oh yeah. अब 2 पॉइंट चाहिए.
But I mean, you know, as much as we like to joke about that, they have ascended to so much more.
Yes, exactly.
But Harbor not playing is something doubtful रे. Harbor को खिलाना चाहिए था ये. 4 सेकंड ना Harbor बहुत सही रहता था.
Absolutely monumental in getting both of these teams in the position they find themselves.
Push it right there.
Finds himself in a great position to get the punish. He's finding a timing while CGRS over at the doors.
आज मस्त मार रहा है भाई, लेकिन मजा आ रहा है देख के.
Looking like NRG just having a vice grip here on this B site.
Yeah, and there's going to be a change of direction here for the side of PRX.
जेटो अपना इमेन पुश देख रहा है. मिड पूरा खाली है. 8 से अगर कंट्रोल लेना चाहे तो ले सकते हो.
Sell a little bit of a fake here. Still Artist though, holding the discipline for NRG so strong. Mind Freak.
8 से कंट्रोल लेके फाइट लेते तो ले सकते हैं.
If Divide can best Artist, that flash.
8 क्लियर दिखे. वो बोल रहा है उसको 8 क्लियर है.
Oh boy. Does not, and yeah, they just decide to rush out. They know that this is going to be a lurk, so they decide just challenge them all at once, get that kill. And now with as far away as they are, it's just going to have to be Jing and Device sitting back.
हाँ यार तो सेव कर लो दोनों guns.
Will run the clock down and pull off a.
होना नहीं, कुछ नहीं होना, नहीं मिलना.
Maybe if Mind Freak can hold on a little bit more there, they might feel confident enough to try to push in towards A. But
नहीं मिलना. सेव कर लो. गाइस इनका सेविंग स्ट्रैट भाई, इनको नई एंट्री मिलता है तो दे डोंट यूज वेपन्स. अभी अपने में कैसा रहता था रैंक्ड में, तो इसलिए बोलते हैं रैंक्ड एंड ई-स्पोर्ट्स आर वेरी डिफरेंट. ये लोग 2 गन्स बचे ताकि अगले राउंड के लिए इट इज द गेम.
And again, it's going to be difficult on this attacker side. I talked about this at the beginning, but you're already seeing it on this B side in particular. Without that Harbor utility or that Viper utility, you're way more limited in what you can do to
ये शॉट वो सुधारी था. Somebody came यार. मैं आता हूँ.
The reason that so many teams play the Viper Harbor on this is particularly on this B site that everybody kind of, you know, memes about. But you know, when you don't have the comp that can necessarily, you know, cut through and, you know, give you the ability to get in, get that plant down, get that space, you have to rely on those deep pushes by Forsaken, by Jing, to clear that space for you. And yes, certainly they're insane. They're very good players, and you can use things like the run it back to do that. But in the long run, NRG is just too disciplined right now.
Yeah. I mean, we were scratching our heads wondering, what does it look like if Pearl is going to be played? Because we anticipated Haven's going to be banned. NRG say, okay, we get this map again. We are going to go there. PRX having not played it since the grand finals versus DRX.
Sorry guys, in words, कुछ तो help चाहिए. Will help यार, ऐसा नहीं.
CGRS on the jet. Do you trust him to be able to do that?
ठीक है.
And have, you know, a strong amount of impact, or is Forsaken absolutely necessary there as that duelist alongside Jing? Seems like that is the decision that has been made, and without the harbor, it has been difficult. That being said, though, still close. So 5-3. Yes. Anything can happen.
You know, it's funny. I had a chat with Mini in between after their match, and we were both just trying to theory craft what the heck PRX was going to do. Neither of us were correct. I'll just put it that way.
All right. Was there a Yoru in there somewhere?
Okay, Amen तो पूरा का पूरा Viper Spit डाल के control ले लिया है. पूरा यहाँ पे Killjoy setup है art पे.
Well, just some initial control here over towards A.
5-3 का score line. 8 तो ये लोग घुसने पाएंगे without breaking the Killjoy setup.
Getting A access through art and just keeping Finesse locked.
और smoke भी डलवा दिया. Main पे ultis, इधर पे smoke. Smoke से जैसे ही बाहर आएंगे, swarms खोलेंगे.
Approaching other avenues.
Crashes ने spot तो कर लिया.
I like the layered utility here from NRG to back up Finesse in this Viper's pit. PRX is not afraid to challenge. Victor's going to win the early exchange against Jing.
Just the dry swing there from Jing.
Nice shot way. Ah, Forsaken, क्या shot है? पीछे देखो रे, पीछे देखो.
Now PRX are really worried about trying to get themselves over.
CDR is chance है plant का.
Finesse noted. Mindfreak put some damage down onto him, but cannot find that kill.
Winnable है. Backside का plant अगर Crashies वहाँ पे दोनों निकाल गया. वहाँ पे Crashies को पकड़ा होता ना तो गेम निकल सकता था. बाकी तो पॉसिबल नहीं था. Crashies का निकलना इम्पोर्टेंट ये था. Crashies को निकालना चाहिए था उधर से क्योंकि या तो crouch peek कर सकते थे. दो options थे.
You know, your strength away from you. They want to attack you where you're strong sometimes to try to just, you know, prove that they're better than you, to really utilize this raw aim, these great instincts that they have in these individual moments. And Mindfreak almost able to sneak in there and do some damage in the middle of the chaos.
But
the early kill onto Jing really hurts. That's some extra utility that they can use to throw into that Viper's pit and around those corners to maybe obfuscate.
Operator आ गई है ब्रीज के हाथ में. दिमाग खराब हो गया. अभी लोग का पटापट मारते रहेंगे.
To try to keep NRG honest, you got to keep them guessing. You got to keep them across different areas of the map. As good as Finesse is, right now it's been a little bit easy for him to kind of predict. And you're just looking for some of those stars, from some of that aggression from Jing and Forsaken. But it looks like they might be trying something of a fake.
Let's see.
I'm going to be watching through Link. Divide leads with that Trailblazer, and they're just going to back right off of that Cascade.
Trailblazer goes out. Crashy's now going to be swinging around over towards A site. Run it
फिर
back.
से Jing अपना ultimate 3-4 ultimate तो मार लेता है ये.
Doesn't show himself. Knows that Jing is not going to be the high value target that he's looking for. And Jing did not check the corner here. Or Forsaken to get.
ये गलत हो गया ना. Corner देखना था. Jing तेरे को आगे भेजा किस लिए था ulti करके. Victor one इसलिए.
About 30 HP. Lurk from CGRS makes his way forward, staring towards water. Looks like he wants to creep in from behind. On the opposite side of the map.
जिंदगी का सबसे बड़ा लर्क हो जाएगा अगर ढंग से गया तो.
They're pinging it out. They're going to make a go for it.
Oh, Jing, I guess seeing just enough to be able to get that kill. Follows up with a second before Sam takes his head off. Now a 2v2. But CGRS getting tucked away. Here comes Arnis sprinting.
मैं बोला ना जिंदगी का सबसे बड़ा लर्क हो जाएगा ये अगर मार दिया तो.
Looks to clear it. Divine spotting him. Flash out. A decent turn, but knows that he has to pay attention to his rear as well as they continue to encroach. It's not going to be through the window. It's going to be through secret, but it doesn't even matter. Whereas Divine will hold down the site. PRX fight back. Once again, bring it to within 2.
The beginning of this round here. Just off balance enough that they can't quick rotate over to the site, and then they pump the brakes right as they come towards the.
करना है एक एनालिसिस वीडियो बनाते हैं कल. आज रात तक या कल तक एक एनालिसिस वीडियो बनाते हैं. तो FNC वर्सेस इसका लास्ट राउंड का ना. PG का उस पे बनाएंगे
2v1 that they're able to secure. Now it's going to be NRG taking a timeout, trying to readjust.
थोड़ा ज़्यादा ठीक करते
think maybe a little bit more mid presence going to be shown here from NRG now. Yeah, that time
like करें दोस्तों, like करें.
a lot of information that PRX was able to garner and kind of get so deep into the back lines of NRG.
And so far, I mean, obviously, Sam way out in front as far as the lobby is concerned, but CGRS very much keeping pace and helping to lead the charge here for the side of PRX. Showing us that it's not all just about the Gecko. The Killjoy is there. We've seen him play a couple other picks so far on this run to stay alive in Masters Tokyo.
अबे तो ये लोग साइफर बहुत कम ही खेलते हैं इस वजह से लोग बोलते हैं ना साइफर के ट्रिप्स तोड़ना बहुत ट्रैप्स तोड़ना बहुत इजी है
regardless of what happens in this match here today, just a tip of the cap to CGRS and PRX for the way that they've been able
साइफर के ट्रैप्स इंस्टेंटली टूट सकते हैं
so well prepared with only 10 days of practice, literally 10 days of practice coming into this event with CGRS. That's all they had, and they are still looking better and better and better. And you know, CGRS is just seems to be getting more and more comfortable, and that's so scary for these other teams because it's not only was it hard to predict what PRX was going to be doing coming into this event because of the situation with something, but also because CGRS's playstyle, there isn't much tape on it. There was one Gecko Icebox. That map's not even in the pool anymore. So good luck figuring out exactly what they want to do.
Let's see here. Side widely conceded. Wrap around from Victor, getting himself moved up to link to get closer to the side of CGRS. Going to be dropping the lockdown.
लॉकडाउन आया लॉकडाउन से पूरा साइट क्लियर करवाएंगे
Site can be taken. Still taking their time. Moving forward and over. Forsaken, he does a double updraft again. Catches.
तो Forsaken का वो updraft भारी है उधर वो पूरा मिडलिंग देख लेता है अरे वो जितना अच्छा मारा था उतना ही थोड़ा सा एफ कर दिया अरे
Wrap around from behind, Crashies arriving, throws out the pop flash. Mind Freak still going to be unscouted, but Crashies knows that there's just going to be far too many players in this position. CGRS now
बोल रहा हूँ जितना अच्छा मारा था उतना ही एफ कर दिया शॉट रे उसको पता था उसको बेट आउट ही होना है
Suddenly it's just Sam left standing all on his lonesome. Reckoning committed, but in a 1v4 as PRX looked to go ahead.
हो गया राउंड है PRX चलो चलें वो मिड अपड्राफ्ट वाला जो गेम है ना वो नेक्स्ट लेवल है
and not a weapon loss in the round.
Yeah, and just another beautiful entry here from Forsaken. He's been really good.
गलत ही मार रहा है बे डबल अपड्राफ्ट करता है पूरा का पूरा मिड डोर का एरिया को क्लियर कर देता है देखो
to get that plant down securely. It's something that they've been having a tough time with their lack of smoke.
भाई CGRS मार रहा है nobody can chase CGRS नहीं मार रहा है CGRS important rounds में निकाल रहा है ये
Great job here on the backside by Mind Freak and company to keep Crashies in check. Give themselves that round. Really well handled here by PRX.
Meanwhile, I believe Jing is about to use his fourth ultimate of the game.
Yep. It's been a lot.
11 राउंड में 4 पूरा का पूरा अल्टी उधर ही बर्बाद.
So now just go ahead and pull away. So no real establishment found here. Over towards A main. Instead it's just going to be 3 members stacked up. Forsaken in the meantime going on a bit of a walkabout.
ऐसा नहीं होता एक राउंड में 2 अल्टी मार ले मतलब पॉसिबल है
Victor over at B. Continue to swing forward. Forsaken may have just been able to find the enemy jet, but instead he's going to push all the way around. He's going to be looking for this monstrous backstab. As the Trailblazer goes in, confirms this heavy presence still here.
I mean, NRG hasn't moved a muscle. They're just sitting here in A main and
Shot.
Sam's gone.
Forsaken का जिंदगी का बड़ा लार्क हाँ जिंग भी एक मार दिया लेट्स गो फिनिश एक HP है फिनिश एक HP था
Now the last one standing, 12 HP. Right as Victor arrives to the A site, Mind Freak just gonna go ahead, cut tail.
अल्टी खींचा उसने.
Because of this cosmic divide, Victor not necessarily aware of this quite just yet.
Oh, this is so brilliant here.
Faculty.
There's no sound, no idea what's going on the other side of this, and now Victor's about to find out the hard way. But still with that smoke there, he has to respect that maybe Mind Freak was hanging out over here. He pops his nano to maybe buy himself a little bit of extra time. Doesn't really get much out of it. And Mind Freak.
इतना टाइम नहीं मिला लेकिन ठीक है प्लांट मिल गया.
Just gonna have to win this duel quickly. Any stray bullet from Victor will secure him the round.
Mind Freak not getting into any super cheesy positions. Just playing here. Straight up on the cubby. As Victor has to go ahead. He has to search. He has to wonder. tap. The stare towards Link. The swing coming in.
Swing नहीं करना था रे, tap पे swing करता.
Victor closing it out. A 7-5 half with NRG out in front.
Yeah, good patience, good diligence here from Victor. Being very aware of the situation.
Actual tap पे swing करना चाहिए था. Ulti मारा. Sound नहीं जाता है, उसने rotate किया.
For the side of PRX, I'm sure they'd like it to be better. You know, it is kind of.
यहाँ पे मारा वो finish से कैसे मारा मेरे को नहीं समझा.
All things considered, this went better than I thought it would. I put it that way. I mean, you know, again, it's because without that Viper,
Guys, तुम लोग देखो मैं 2 मिनट आया.
the ability to
सिर्फ 2
control
मिनट.
that B site that
2
they
मिनट
really kind of beat their head against early on in this half was just a little bit lacking.
Well, before we go into the second half, we'll go ahead and throw it back over to Yinsu in the desk to break down the action from the first half.
Thank you very much, guys. What a way to start this match. Mel, NRG in the lead, but they really had to work for those 7 rounds.
Especially the beginning, it was a rough start from kind of both teams. We're seeing a thrifty, and then the very next round, another thrifty. Rounds we think are like in NRG's grasp, and they just get like lost from them. And it's also, I'm just watching, and it's like, okay, he has KG ult, he's gonna use it, and I'm sure, you know, NRG's thinking the same thing, and then PRX does something you just don't expect, that you cannot even plan for.
I think that is, you know, it was complicated for both of the teams, especially at the start. To me, one of the key components of NRG getting those first rounds at the beginning was Som. His utility usage was beautiful. Him on the clutches, him supporting the rest of the team was really, really on point. Those retakes, those kind of executions cannot happen without him on the team. But on the other side, we found a PRX that really took advantage of all the holes that they could find on mid.
It's rare you see that really from NRG not to pick up a gap. That very last round, we see Forsaken walk all the way up B-Link, go through sewers, and flank them from their own spawn. And that's something you rarely ever see NRG get abused by because they are so good at communicating and picking up those gaps. But PRX is a team that are not afraid to just walk up and see what's out there for them.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. Some putting up massive numbers as well. I think a few of them are putting up big numbers. That's what you have to do when you go up against PRX. But my question is, this Phoenix Jet on the defense, what are we expecting?
So here's the thing, Achilles was mentioning, in just 12 rounds we saw 4 Phoenix ults.
अरे कुछ काम रहता है रे, background में वो चलते रहता है.
Many of those rounds were calculated because of the ultimate usage. We need to see the same on the defense. I think that
मेरे को एक मेल भी चेक करना है, मेल चेक कर दो. हम लोग के सामने वो मेल चेक भी नहीं कर सकता. मेल आया मेरे को अभी और फोन पे वो हो नहीं रहा है. रुको.
The only thing that I make of it is that I've been entertained so far, and I'm hoping that the entertainment continues to ramp up as we do get ready to go into the second half and see how CTRS is going to fare. Moving over here onto the defense, the Phoenix as well does become a little bit rougher when you change those sides. PRX, how do they want to go about this? For now, it looks like it's going to be very heavy mid pressure.
Let's go.
It's getting ready to be applied.
अभी यार देखो.
They want to check this cubby here that Artis is moving into. I think they've identified off that turret that this could be possible.
बैकग्राउंड में एक दो जगह पे तो ये अरे क्या दृश्य क्या मार है. ये लोग मिड पे अच्छा फाइट ले लिए रे. ये फोर्सेकन थोड़ा एचपी लो है. हील भी मिल जाएगा. गेम अभी सीजीआरएस पे निकल सकता है. शॉर्ट रे क्रैशेस. क्रोम में टैब्स ओपन कर, उसको सॉल्ट भी कर सकता है. और नेक्स्ट वही करूँगा. बस 2 चीज है रे. एक तो मेरा वो है रे, लॉगिन वाला सीन है. इंटर्नशिप चल रहा है, लॉगिन करके छोड़ देने का. और स्ट्रीम के साथ साथ वो भी करता हूँ एक पे तो. हाँ, टर्रेट से बेट आउट करवाया. बट ठीक है, होगा नहीं. जितना किल्स निकाल सकते हैं, अल्ट फार्म कर सकते हैं, अल्ट फार्म कर लो. मैं तो वही कर रहा हूँ. एक पे वो चल रहा है और एक पे कुछ और चल रहा है.
What NRG was trying to do just happened a little bit faster than they expected, and then Crashy's taking some space, pushing through.
कॉलेज इंटर्नशिप है और बिना पे आउट्स की इंटर्नशिप है, लाइक एक्सपीरियंस इंटर्नशिप है. मतलब नहीं करनी कॉलेज, ये कंपलसरी है.
Find a huge kill there to cut off any real semblance of a coordinated retake attempt from PRX. Just completely cuts them apart, and then CGRS and Devi a little bit off kilter, a little bit off.
तो नहीं करना भाई.
Full stack here.
Flash going in, catches quite a many few of them, answering.
वो शॉट रहता भाई.
Will be able to take down Crashies. Forsaken now, dashing in behind the box.
ये भाई बात तो है, ये दारू नहीं था भाई ये रे.
Once again, gotta be the focus here, just trying to get those ults online.
वो बुलडॉग चाहिए, मिल गई, भागो. दो एक एचपी बचा है. बाकियों को हील दे रहा है, खुद एक एचपी है. इतना जरूरी है क्या रे? जरूरी है इतना ओवर एक्सटेंड करना? बैठो ना, 4v5 है. पूरा मिला के 101 एचपी अब.
Both players absolutely terrified of each other given the circumstances. They go their separate ways. As the spike will get planted here on A by Sam. Devi and CGRS.
निकालना पड़ेगा वैल्यू जितना निकाल सकते हो.
Away from NRG. He comes in. The
Sure.
instant shot not even necessary.
राउंड गया NRG के नाम. 5-9. Let's go.
See at this point CGRS wanting to die to the spike. Sam very aware of it.
किसको देख रहा है CGRS?
And finish the job.
खत्म हो गया राउंड.
Far doesn't want to maybe give
वो ऑल खींचेगा, भाग देंगे.
For NRG, they're happy to take their prize and move on to the next round. So what started out pretty interestingly and pretty well for PRX kind of falls apart there as Finesse able to survive with that Spectre and get 3 kills. Just really good stuff.
Let's go.
It's like a cat.
भाई क्या क्यों मतलब ये राउंड का अगर समराइज करूं मैं, वो 8 पे ओवर एक्सटेंड करके 4 सेकंड को आगे जाने का जरूरत ही नहीं था. हाँ, ये जाने का जरूरत ही नहीं था, बैठा रहता था. आने दो, गन है नहीं, क्लासिक है. Now they are playing bonus rifles है एक ही, बाकी बुलडॉग्स है, एक स्पेक्टर है, एक घोस्ट है.
Online here in the second half right here. See if they can manage it.
एक राइफल है, एक बुलडॉग, 2 बुलडॉग है.
Into mid from NRG, 3 players.
विनेबल है ये राउंड, इजी विनेबल है. अगर राउंड थोड़ा सा खराब ना करे तो. Now let's see what happens.
You know that it's pretty likely that somebody might have snuck in there. Flash is confirming that at least there's a presence somewhere near that.
वो दोनों साइड कैसे देख रहा है?
Goes back up and Finesse goes back out and NRG going to
एक जगह देखते रहना, 2 बंदे आगे हैं तो तेरे.
Where all the pieces of PRX are, and for sure they know that Devi is over at B. They've got that.
केजे ने सेटअप लगाया ही नहीं है अपना, काइंड ऑफ. केजे सेटअप के बारे में पता ही नहीं है. 8 खेले जा रहा है सर. अच्छा, टर्रेट तो वापस बुला लिया था, बाकी है ही नहीं उसके पास सेटअप लगाने के लिए. 2 स्वॉर्म्स ध्यान नहीं दिया. स्वॉर्म ग्रेनेड है ही नहीं, पैसा ही नहीं था स्वॉर्म ग्रेनेड के लिए. क्या क्लियर आउट किया है दफादफ. Mind freak. Nice. Mind freak जो खेला है सीक्रेट से. That was great. हाँ, CGRS अच्छा मार लिया, घुमा भाई. Saving bulldog. करने दो. Debilate करने दो. Saving bulldog ना करने. चलेगा.
Able to kind of dodge a lot of that utility, find the entry player. You know, even with that cascade coming in to try to help Artist, Mind Freak just reads it really well. CGRS on the other side.
फटाफट साइड क्लियर कर. ये लोग बहुत लेट खेल रहे हैं, बहुत स्लो खेल रहे हैं. इन्फो निकालने का ट्राई कर रहे हैं बट इन्फो निकल नहीं रहा. लाइक बी का इन्फो निकला, लेकिन जब ए पे जाना है तो ए का इन्फो निकला ही नहीं.
All around the other way, not too far away from that Viper's pit or those Seekers.
Playing forward again though.
ठीक है, स्पैम किया, स्पॉट किया और नाइस शॉट रेजिंग. ये लोग मस्त ये खेल रहे हैं, जो सेटअप बना के खेला है वो एक नंबर है. अदरीस 1 एचपी था यार, हील हो गया. CGRS को मिड पे 1v1 फाइट लेना ही पड़ेगा. मॉली जगह चेंज करना पड़ेगा, लेकिन जगह चेंज करने के लिए स्मोक उठा भी नहीं पा रहा था। माइंड फ्रिक को या तो स्मोक से उठवाना चाहिए ताकि ये पीछे आ जाए। Shot.
Gets up over the top, finds that headshot through.
60 HP at least.
Really anticipating that Forsaken was going to be close on the low ground. Crashies though, swinging around from behind, starting to rush forward. Decide the turn. They identify now. They absolutely
DC,
out
out.
of the fight. Crashies going to be taken out. Forsaken finding artists, and now it's just Finesse left standing. Even though they're stacked up, he just can't even drag the over there. Seventh round now for PRX, back to within 2. As they get a big economic kickback on the side of NRG.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up?
हेलो
What's up?
What's up? थोड़ी देर के लिए हूँ मैं, मेरे लेक्चर है 9 बजे।
मतलब हमारे इधर का कितना बजे? 9 बजेगा मतलब
9 बजे मतलब 1:30 बजे।
1 घंटा है ना मतलब?
हाँ 1 घंटा।
भाई लेकिन इतना गुस्सा आ रहा है ना मेरे को पता है वो जो मेल था
हाँ
वो स्पैम में चली गया था।
बहुत बढ़िया।
बाकी
मैं
सारे
भी देखा कि
नहीं, बाकी सारे मेल्स तो बरोबर मेरे को मेन पे आ रहे थे, मतलब इसका मेल भी मेरे को मेन पे आया, वो मेल स्पैम पे चले गया। और मैं सोचा मेरे को इतना बुरा लग रहा था ना, ग्लोबल ई स्पोर्ट्स वर्सेस वो जो गॉड स्क्वाड वर्सेस वीएलटी का जो ओजी मैच था वो देखने का।
हाँ
मैं बोला
भाई वो देख के फायदा नहीं था, मैंने वीएलटी का टीम देख के मैं बोल दिया जी जीत जाएगी।
अरे भाई लेकिन गलत थी। बेस्ट ऑफ 2 था, लेकिन उसमें वैसा था ना कि वीएलटी और जी का
बेस्ट ऑफ 3 था,
2 था, माइंड और जी तो खेले।
बेस्ट ऑफ 3 था, 2 मैच जीत गए।
पता नहीं, शायद आइडिया नहीं मेरे को। 2 ही दे भैया, हाँ 2-0 ही जीते थे वो तो पता है,
2-0 जीते।
और लेकिन ये क्या ओरांगुटान क्या खेला है।
मैं सुबह भी देख रहा था फेनेटिक वर्सेस ये,
मैं लास्ट राउंड देखा, मैं स्प्लिट ही देखा, उससे पहले मैं नहीं देखा, मैं स्प्लिट देखा।
अरे मैं आज सोया नहीं।
अच्छा अरे ये क्या है यार, अकेले क्यों फाइट लेना है इसको? पता है एम फाइट लेने आते हो लोग, एक गन है उसमें भी वो एक ही गन से मारे जा रहे। नाइस इवेंट रेड, नाइस रे नाइस। ये दारू नहीं, दवाई है, पक्का दवाई है। एक गोली तारे। अगर अल्टी खींच दिया ना इसने तो ये राउंड निकाल लेगा। अब अल्टी खींच भी देगा ये विनेबल राउंड।
बट वो समथिंग चाहिए था, पता है
समथिंग का वीजा इश्यूज हो गया। अबे सीजीआरएस एक कंटेंट क्रिएटर है, काइंड ऑफ, मतलब काइंड ऑफ नहीं, कंटेंट क्रिएटर ही है।
इसको क्यों ले बेंकाई कर लेते हैं, इससे अच्छा।
हर कोई यही बोल रहा है, हर कोई बोल रहा है बेंकाई चाहिए था, हर कोई बोल रहा है।
मतलब बेंकाई को बेंच किया है और इसको लिया है, पता है।
हाँ वो पता है, ये इसको 6th मतलब इसको 6th रखा है और बेंकाई को बेंच कर दिया है।
पॉइंट ही नहीं है भाई।
वो क्यों किया क्या पता, किस वजह से किया है वो भी नहीं मालूम है।
भाई ठीक है, समथिंग खेल रहा है, अच्छी बात है।
भाई ये बार बार एक ही एंगल क्यों खेल रहा है? कभी एंगल वो जिंग खेलता है, कभी 4 सेकंड सेम एंगल खेल रहे हैं। भागो,
ये मरने वाला है।
50 एचपी पे बचे,
बचा।
स्काई को मंगाओ।
मर गए।
नहीं बच गया ना। हार्बर अल्टी पे घुस तो रहे।
नाइस,
एफ हो गया। अभी हिल गया भाई, हार्बर अल्टी पे लोग का केओस मच गया है। प्लांट मिल जाएगा और ये शॉट रे
2x कर, 2x कर।
पीछे हो गया मैं। सेटिंग रिफ्रेश ही मारता हूँ। ये राउंड के बाद बता किधर चल रहा है।
अभी तो इसने
Mind
अल्टी
freak को
मारा
दिखा
है।
रहा क्या केजे अल्टी अब मारा है मेरे में। शॉट रेसिंग है डिफ्यूजिंग। यही होता है तो मेरे को YouTube पे शिफ्ट करना पड़ेगा।
अच्छा तू ट्विच पे देख रहा है?
हाँ
तो मैं भी ट्विच पे आया था, दोनों एक साथ देखेंगे।
भाई ये क्या शॉट मारा था लेकिन 4 सेकंड है।
ये मेरा भी होता है, इसमें क्या है?
पेपर एक्स आर मिसिंग समथिंग। भाई समथिंग ये लोग को पता है किधर से मिला है? कोई तो T2 स्क्रिम्स खेल रहे थे, इस लोग को समथिंग पसंद आ गया तो बात कर लिए।
भाई है बंदा सही।
अरे मतलब हाँ सही बंदा है, और ये लोग को मतलब कैसे है ना कि बाहर की T2 स्क्रिम्स भी भारी होती है और अपना T1 भी इतना ये होता है।
भाई
अरे मिस नहीं करना था रे। पूरा घुस गया, पूरा घुस गए। हो गया, हिल गया भाई। इधर इसको ये दे दिया, एक गन भी रिकवर करने दे दिया। 3v4 लग गए। एडवांटेज ले सकते थे, मतलब एडवांटेज ले सकते थे, पूरा का पूरा हिला दिए। नाइस शॉट। माइंड फ्रीक अपनी दुनिया में खेल रहा है।
वो लर कर रहा है यार।
मैं बोल रहा हूँ दुनिया में खेल रहा है अपनी। तृप्ति निकल गया। भाई पेपर एक्स को जीतना है भाई, तो चाहिए पैसिफिक के लिए स्लॉट चाहिए।
बहुत टफ है।
इधर जीतेंगे तो अगला मैच शायद इसके साथ है, क्या बोलते हैं, ईजी के साथ है, ये स्लोअर ब्रैकेट का फाइनल।
वो कल है।
कल नहीं है वो, शायद 23 या 24 को है।
हाँ वही, हाँ सॉरी कल नहीं, सॉरी
सैटरडे को है या फ्राइडे को है? कल क्या है?
संडे तो फाइनल है।
संडे फाइनल है तो फ्राइडे या फ्राइडे रहेगा फिर वो मैच।
फ्राइडे या सैटरडे, सैटरडे भी हो सकता है।
नहीं वो दोनों दिन कंटिन्यूअसली बेस्ट ऑफ 5 नहीं खिलवाएंगे आएंगे इतने बड़े टूर्नामेंट में।
इसने चेक नहीं किया,
किया कुत्ते ने चेक किया।
मर गया।
गए राउंड्स गए, ये मैप गया। हालत टाइट हो जाएगी। ये माइंड फ्रीक फिर से प्लांट पे है।
उनको पता ही है।
अरे टरेट भी है तो क्यों फ्लैंक पे जाना है बार बार? एक राउंड गया समझ में आता है।
ये मरने वाला है।
ये उंगली कर रहा है जंप पिक करके। आदमी ये पे जा रहे हैं ये लोग भी। अब इतना प्रेजेंस दिखा दिया, नहीं जाएंगे वो लोग बी पे। ले जाओ।
सेव करेंगे।
हाँ ये मतलब खेलेंगे आगे। अभी एक राउंड बचा है ना उठी के, मतलब इस मैच पॉइंट के लिए तो खेलेंगे अपनी के। 2v4 है, बिना इन्फो वैसे भी नहीं जाने वाले। प्लांट करने देंगे, राउंड दे देंगे, चलेगा लोग को। नहीं ट्राई करेंगे। बहुत गलत कर रहे, पर एक ही एक चीज बार बार कर रहे हैं। अभी राउंड के स्टार्ट में देखो वो पॉकेट में बैठते हैं, इधर से एक बंदा पीक लेता है, वो पॉकेट का पीक लेता है, तो वहां पे वाइपर पिट करता है अपना, और केजे अपना स्वॉर्म डालता है, और उधर से कुत्ता करके वो एरिया क्लियर। तीन चीजों से एरिया क्लियर हो रहा है। बार बार उधर ही बैठोगे तो नहीं चलेगा।
It's hard to say for sure. Forsaken was being so aggressive with this op. You know, he was pushing all the way in towards site, and then he rotated back. probably wise to, you know, to the situation, wanted to keep the Oppo in play for the next round. Keep the Oppo play for the next really round. Setting up for a crunch there was PRX. They just couldn't quite execute it. Crunch there was NRG is steady.
मतलब how these people gave perms ना, मैं तो वो सोच रहा था कि मेरे को परमिशन मिला कैसे?
क्या मिला कैसे?
परमिशन वॉचपार्टी का परमिशन मेरे को मिला कैसे? मैं तो वो सोच रहा था। मैंने पहले एक बार अप्लाई किया था इसके लिए, स्प्लिट के ग्रुप स्टेज के लिए अप्लाई किया था, उसका मेरे को मेल आया ही नहीं। स्प्लिट 1 में हुआ था ना,
कुछ चैनल देखते होंगे।
स्प्लिट 1 हुआ था ना जिसमें वेल्टी अच्छा खेली थी, उसका मैंने अप्लाई किया था, उसका मेरे को मिला ही नहीं। फिर मैं बोला स्प्लिट 2 का फॉर्म आया, भर देता हूँ। भरा, उसका आया तो स्पैम में चले।
अभी तो
असेंशन था ना 10 दिन, ये खत्म होते ही असेंशन से आएगी। एलसीक्यू तो 16 जुलाई से है और ये खत्म होते ही असेंशन चालू हो जाएगा। समथिंग के लिए चेयर रखी है।
हाँ, वो देख रहा है।
सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट राउंड है ये, ऑपरेटर बाय कर रहे हैं, ऊपर से नाइव्स भी है। अब उससे नाइव्स अभी यूज ना करे तो बेटर है। सब हाफ शील्ड्स पे। अबे भाई डीआरएक्स का तूने सोचा था ऐसा गेम होएगा?
बिल्कुल नहीं।
डीआरएक्स एक्सपेक्ट किया था कभी कि ऐसा खेलेगी?
नहीं। मैंने पिकअप में भी डीआरएक्स और पीआरएक्स में डीआरएक्स जीतेगी वो लिखा था।
नहीं, मेरे पिकअप में ये था, पीआरएक्स थी। शॉट, भागो। One more, get one more and run. अरे मिला नहीं, यहाँ पे मिल जाता ना मजा आ जाता। अरे डिटेन होएगा ये। शॉट, भागो। शॉट, टाइमिंग। विक्टर हग दिया। अबे विक्टर का इजी किल था सीजीआरएस पे।
That brings them now within one.
And I like the change here from PRX, identifying that they need to give Forsaken some backup. Of course, it helps when Forsaken's hitting some great shots along the way.
मैं 10 मिनट में आया।
आराम से।
Nasty, but Divide on point with that bulldog. CGRS kind of getting away with one.
शी भाई, ये क्या था लेकिन? विक्टर ऐसा कैसे?
It happens. It does. It happens to everybody.
I mean, there's going to be people in the chat who are calling it out.
पेपर एक्स का चांस है अभी, ये जीते अगला इको जाएगा, मैच पॉइंट बनाओ।
Anyway, into the round, Forsaken again, really looking to up the aggression. Trailblazer, the smoke dissipates, he pulls at the knives.
दो ले गया, अच्छा दो ले गया। पर ऑफ दे के आया उधर जाके।
Either way though, the two kills are going to get picked up, and that puts PRX
उधर कोलाट नहीं मिला।
Big scout forward from Mind Freak all the way over at A.
स्पॉट कर लिया जिंग को, जिंग ने भी स्पॉट कर लिया। एक तो ये कंपनी वाले हैं। वेलकम कर दिया। Victor, 1v2.
We'll trade it. The Killjoy is now going to be taken down, and that leaves Artis in a 1v1. The full flash comes in.
Well played, guys. Well played.
The defuse will come through, and we are tied up 11-11 yet again. PRX says, you are not getting away from us.
I mean, what an opener here from Forsaken to find those two kills. And then Jing coming up big when they need him most. With that run it back. I mean, finally, that cycling of it is going to pay off. They're going to get the buy on the Seekers as well.
इधर पे इसने सोचा रहेगा मेरे को कोलाट मिल जाएगा, बट कोलाट मिला नहीं। अब इधर इनको ओटी के लिए खेलना पड़ेगा, ऑप्शन नहीं है। PRX for the win. PRX for the win. Let's
This is
go.
what we wanted to see today.
They're forcing.
Already such an amazing way to kick things off. As Artist just going to go for the double updraft here. Get the auto back in a moment.
भाई इससे बेटर रोटी के लिए खेल लेते.
Jing says, you know what? I want a 10th ult.
Game sound चले गया. Guys उधर से गया मेरे इधर से नहीं.
There we go.
मिल गया.
Now it's just going to be 2 charges away. Should be having that one at the ready. Still going to be humming around over in A main alongside Mind Freak.
कुत्ता गया. Art का info मिला.
Jing just trying to play this as patiently as he can, but it's a decent amount of damage there off the bite.
ठीक है. Snake bite से vulnerable करके 15 का damage दिया.
Sends out the flash. Finesse going to be in for it. Victor good for the other.
ये important rounds में ना इनका हो गया है.
NRG shutting down the aggression as Artist gets
चप्पल मार दिया.
is just not ready for it at all. Swing out now into the back sight. Artist did displace Forsaken out of secret. Swaps her out on the weapon and catches Forsaken, snipes him out of the air.
पता है वो push करके बैठा है.
Will get taken down. It just saw him to die. His energy will.
अब तुम वोटी के लिए खेलो. मेरे को लगा था ये लोग ये जीतेंगे तो अगले राउंड में तो बाय कुछ भी नहीं बचेगा.
From PRX, but then when the position's basically kind of red by Finesse, he throws that snake bite in there, displaces Jing.
अभी जब पता है 8 से आ रहे हैं तो मेन ले लो.
Okay, well, he's just
Blind में मार दिया.
It's great awareness. So again, don't mind the idea from PRX. Just a better reaction here, and then NRG.
वो blind में मार दिया. चलो ठीक है.
And Artist was good for it. CGRS with that lockdown to try to get set up for these retakes. Going to be a big piece of this round. Stay alive. Maybe get a little deep. Hot hands. Keep Artist at bay. Trying to buy some space here for Jing. Yep, to get the run it back.
2 ults available. Crashes with the Seekers. No one else really close by.
Winnable है but क्या निकल सकता है?
In art, so suspecting.
Biggest question. Smokes guy.
Mind Freak off guard. Smokes and Gravity Wells now taken out of their hands. A Seeker let loose. Forsaken with the Guardian. Clearing one out. Crashes now. Looking to push into him.
Yeah. Map. Sir.
Down 2 members.
GG go next.
Around here in the corner. Jing somehow wins out that fight, and that's where they run it back.
No smoke है नहीं.
Not spotting anything else. Snaps back over in the dugout. Is Devi? Does he read this one? The answer is yes. Finesse going to be taken down on the flank. Now a 3v3 with a lockdown still.
पहले गन फाइट्स पे निकाल लेंगे तो थ्रो दिखेगा मेरे को भी इधर एनआरजी से.
The timing. Have they noted each other? Looks like the answer is absolutely yes.
ये गन फाइट्स पे अगर निकाल दिया पेपर एक्स से तो हो गया.
Looking to hold the door. In the meantime, Victor, Som, advancing forward. The flash comes in. The wall goes up.
बस ना स्मोक है ना ग्रेविटी वाले इन्फो निकालने के लिए कुछ भी नहीं है. ये दारू नहीं है दवाई है. ये 100% दवाई है. स्पॉट भी कर लिया क्रैशेस को. भाई पागल हो गया है ये दवाई. क्या मार दिया. He's happy. चलो अच्छा है. Well played रे. अरे तो was like कि impossible था. ये राउंड हार ही नहीं सकती है बिके एनआरजी.
Ridiculous stuff. The clutch master in VCT Pacific. Devi stepping up big once again for PRX.
Aggression तो है फिर chill mood भी है. दोनों चीज है रे. That's great. क्या खेल रहा है ये पागल हो गया है. बोलो है पागल हो गया है. मेरे को लगा राउंड गया. जीजी गो नेक्स्ट हो गया है. और ये लोगों को क्या चुल मचा था रे. राउंड मेरे को पीछे जाके वापस देखना है एक बार. ये मैच के बाद देखूंगा यूट्यूब पे जाके कि क्या किया है एनआरजी वालों में. विनेबल राउंड को थ्रो कर लिया. ठीक है स्पॉटेड. मिड में भी स्पॉट हो गया.
Out of B main here from PRX. Now turning the side towards A, but this double creep up here. Som and Artist can find impact. CGRS still looking like he wants to fight. He forced the dash out. The wall goes up. Tail Blazer.
भगा दिया A main से. चलो A main का कंट्रोल. ये लोग A main कंट्रोल के लिए बहुत फाइट लेते हैं. ये मैंने नोटिस किया है. कब A main पे इतनी यूटिल आती है ना. मतलब और ये पेपर एक्स के सामने तो हर किसी का एक ही स्ट्रैट है कि A main कंट्रोल लेते रहो.
Why it's so difficult for PRX on this attacker side. And these attacker side rounds are going to be so critical for PRX. If they can convert one, gotta feel their chances are good. But Finesse hasn't seen him yet. He has no idea.
Oh, and that is going to be a rude awakening. Sam as well taking down.
जंप स्पॉट किए जा रहा है बट देख ही नहीं रहा है. ये क्या मजाक है रे. पीछे पूरा खींच लिया. बहुत एचपी खींच लिया विक्टर का. विक्टर का बहुत एचपी खींच लिया था. तू विमान प्लांट करके सिटी खेलो. अच्छा भाई ये फाइट लेने का डिसीजन अच्छा था कि फ्लैश करो.
Unbelievable. That's the most PRX ending to a round you'll ever see.
प्लांट गया तेल लेने. मैं होता तो प्लांट करने का सलाह देता डीए पेपर हेक से. नहीं करना प्लांट. नहीं करना प्लांट, जाने दो. पैसा वैसे भी नहीं मिलने वाला है. ओटी राउंड है.
With those Astra stars and smokes to allow them to really make sure they can get to the site, get those kills. So great stuff there. Good recovery from PRX after a nice start from NRG, and now they are one round away from dropping their map pick of Pearl. You wouldn't have thought it after they
keep hitting 50 men.
A bunch together there. They were pretty far ahead at one point, but not super far ahead, but decently far ahead.
आजकल YouTube पे वॉच पार्टी ही चल रही है गाइस. सब टूर्नामेंट्स देख रहे हैं, सब वॉच पार्टी कर रहे हैं. कोई BGMI का कर रहा है, कोई वालों का कर रहा है.
You know, a player as you were talking about that has had such
एक जी आधा है, दो जी पे थोड़ा और है, ट्रिपल जी पे पूरा दिखता है. ये ऐसे टाइम पे कर सकते हैं, मतलब पागल हो गया. दवाई तो 2 दिन से.
And especially for NRG, it's really been everybody contributing in their win so far here at Tokyo Masters. And now again, everybody's contributing. CGRS continues to play phenomenally, and Finesse getting pushed aggressively by Jay.
वो aggressive B-main का rush जो है वो रोकने के लिए इतना यूटिल यूज किया है और दूसरा माइंड ब्रेक को मार भी दिया. हील भी मिल गया, प्लांट भी मिल गया. दोनों ने एक दूसरे को अंधा कर दिया. Nice for 4 seconds gets 2.
That brings it now back to parity.
3v3 winnable. CGRS अरे एक मिल जाता है. CGRS को KJ डिफ हो गया. NT we go to another OT. भाई ये लोग मेरे को जापानीज क्राउड अच्छा लगा बे. बहुत अच्छा लगा जापानीज क्राउड.
So nice here from NRG. Just dial up some quick aggression off that contact that Finesse has over on the B side. An artist.
यहाँ पे 2 मार दिया 4 सेकंड ने, अच्छा था, बट यहाँ से जीतना पॉसिबल दिख ही नहीं रहा था. चलो ठीक है.
Huge opening frag that gives them the space, and then Victor and Sam getting aggressive off that turret up towards Art. Love the play here from NRG. Love the aggression against PRX. Just keep them guessing,
one way,
just like they do to you all the time. And artists.
4 second dead.
Very swiftly.
Mid Kali.
Ready for that angle at all. Fully anticipating the pressure to be applied.
2 kill मिला तो run it back आएगा.
PRX now creeping their way over towards B, but it's a triple stack for the side of NRG. CGRS still just an age away. Just poking his head out into Art at the moment. Art is behind the screen.
Spam angle take किया. Spam किया इन अरे किया.
Sprang through. They really suspect that somebody's going to be here. They do knock him down to 64 HP. Swings out of the corner, goes into the nano swim for a brief moment. It's going to be the
बाप रे नानो और जिंग का बॉल.
Just so much thrown his way and no great escape route.
कितना कुछ आया है इसके ऊपर. उसे लर्क देखो.
The round
लर्क देखो
CGRS on the flank. He's made it all the way through into their spawn. And he could be instrumental. He's tucked away into the corner. Crashes at the same time though. Looking to backstab. The swing in. He's playing it out patiently. There's one.
दो मार दिए CGRS.
Comes up with eliminations. The spike grabbed.
वो जिंदगी भर का लर्क उधर ही करती थी. दर्द दे दिया रे. Let's turn the tide.
Instantly invested. A 1v1 to see who can take this now to map point. CGRS. The stand-in. He knows he needs to rush this down. He needs to play for the kill. There's not enough time to go for the plan. He's swinging around the corner. And he manages to get it done.
CGRS for the win, boys.
PRX.
Let's go. Round निकाल के दिया है CGRS ने.
At the last second again. Unbelievable. I'm lost for words. It's so incredible. The way that they do this whole round from CGRS. Doing what Sam is doing on the complete opposite side. Both teams having the exact same reaction there.
And I don't blame you. It felt like it was in hand.
भाई डबल इमोशंस है.
Once more into the breach.
Goosebumps.
Four-man rush taking A main control. Orb can be theirs on the side of NRG.
अरे ये लोग बार-बार B-main ले रहे हैं. ये लोग बार-बार A-main ले रहे हैं.
As well. Not looking to get situated into that dugout position. Has been flushed out by Artis so many times before. So yeah, that's it.
वो उधर बार-बार नहीं खेलेगा. वो पीछे खेलेगा. अभी बुल दिया रहेगा. पीछे खेल पाए.
Flash through. They're playing in.
Nice, nice. Let's go PRX for the first map. हो गया 2v5. प्लांट है भले ही, बट अब पीक्स ट्रिपल चॉप 4 पीक्स आएंगे एक साथ. फ्लॉलेस. पर्ल मिल गया भाई. CGRS को अप्रिशिएट करो बे. फुल CGRS पे निकला है गेम. मारा है CGRS ने. घुस के मारा है भाई उसने लास्ट वाला तो. W एकदम W गेमिंग. Let's go boys. Goosebumps. मैप ऑफ द टूर्नामेंट CGRS ने अपना अभी तक का खेला है.
Where it feels like they should be completely enshrouded in doubt. But it is just the first step. It is just one map. There is still more work to be done.
फिर उसमें मैप 3 NRG टेक्स है. अभी भी लोग NRG पे भरोसा कर रहे हैं. मेरे पिकम्स में आज भी भाई गलत ही मार रहे थे बे. गलत सीन हो गए थे. CGRS नेक्स्ट लेवल खेला. उधर पे लोग का पूरा कॉन्फिडेंस गिर गया भाई. नेक्स्ट लेवल चीज हुआ है. CGRS जो लर्क पे निकला था वहां से उसने पूरा गेम पलट दिया. CGRS पूरा का पूरा कॉम्पी वाला लर्क पे निकला था. ई-स्पोर्ट्स लर्क था ही नहीं वो. मतलब बोलते हैं ना कॉम्पी एकदम ही बेस टू बेस लर्क. एक टीम पूरा ये बेस में है, मैं अकेला वो बेस में खेल रहा हूँ. अभी देखना ये लड़ वो वाला राउंड ही नहीं दिखाया. दिखाना चाहिए था. थोड़ा चिल. हाँ थोड़ा चिल. टेक अ ब्रीदर. थोड़ा सा चिल. थोड़ा सा चिल भाई. मस्का है रे मस्का. क्या था लेकिन. इजी यार. ये फनाटिक नहीं, ये इजी की तरफ होना चाहिए था. सब यही देख रहे. सबकी वॉच पार्टी चल रही है. ये डियाब्लो खेल रहा है. डियाब्लो 4 खेल रहा है. बाकी everybody is doing watch parties. Else is this is up. Guys, make sure to hit that like. यार 4 लोग देख रहे हो, जल्दी जल्दी लाइक करो बे. साइलेंट 6-man NRG. अबे यार ये लोग क्या बे 6-man करके इसका ये क्यों कर रहे. मैं फाइनल्स का इन्फो देखता हूँ, रुको शेड्यूल देखते हैं क्या है। फनाटिक तो फाइनलाइज हो ही गई है, सैटरडे और संडे कंटिन्यूसली 2 दिन रखा है। गाइस कंटिन्यूसली 2 दिन रखा है, सैटरडे को भी है, 24 को और 25 को भी है, और दोनों सुबह 8:30 यार असेंशंस का क्या सीन। असेंशन दिखाया ही नहीं रहा, वो आया ही नहीं, ठीक है। इसका स्केड्यूल आएगा गाइस, हाँ असेंशंस का स्केड्यूल और एलसीक्यू का स्केड्यूल दोनों देखना है मेरे को। रुको असेंशन का देख, वालो पैसिफिक के देखने का, जो फर्स्ट आया उसको पैसिफिक लीग का 24-25 में मिल जाएगा, मतलब 2 साल के लिए they'll get। ज़र्क्शिया है, ओरांगुटान है, फैंसी यूनाइटेड है, ब्लीड है। मैं देखो इनमें से किस किस टीम को जानता हूँ, बूम को जानता हूँ, मतलब ऐसा खेलते हुए मैंने जिन जिन को देखा है जानता है, इनमें से वैसा पर्सनली थोड़ी जानता हूँ। ज़र्क्शिया को देखा है, फैंसी यूनाइटेड को देखा है, ब्लीड को तो भाई इनको तो लाइव, इनको और इनको तो लाइव देखा है। बॉन्कर्स के बारे में सुना है। अपना ग्रुप क्या है, ब्लीड है, बॉन्कर्स है, अच्छा जिन्होंने बॉटम 2 तो वैसे ही एलिमिनेट होंगे, ग्रुप स्टेज में जो टॉप पे आया उसको डायरेक्ट सेमीफाइनल मिलेगा, नो लोअर ब्रैकेट्स, ठीक है। लास्ट चांस क्वालिफायर है ना, मतलब असेंशन है, सॉरी लास्ट चांस क्वालिफायर क्या बोल रहा हूँ। इंडिया से देयर आर 3 प्लेयर्स, एंटीदा, रॉ फ्यूल है, आरवी के है, अपने बाकी के प्लेयर्स किधर है भाई। मजा आने वाला है गाइस, फेसबुक, यूट्यूब, ट्विच, यूट्यूब, फेसबुक, लोगों ये लोगों को अलग दिखा है भाई। चल ये था एक, गाइस यार मेक श्योर टू हिट दैट लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब बे। मैं बता दूंगा जैसे आएगा ना, मतलब ये आ गया है असेंशंस का पूरा मिल गया है कि क्या है क्या नहीं है। इस पे एक वीडियो बनाते हैं कि कब क्या मैचेस है और कब क्या मैचेस है, जब स्केड्यूल 6 दिन नेक्स्ट वीक ही है असेंशंस। हाय नेक्स्ट वीक ही है भाई साहब। शो स्केड्यूल हाँ आ गया ना, स्केड्यूल भी आ ही गया है, हफ्ते भर में पूरा खत्म हो जाएगा। BO3 से 11:30 IST से लेके 5:30 बजे के IST तक मैचेस है। अपने ग्रुप के मैचेस, अपना 11:30 बजे मैच है, जो 5:30 बजे लास्ट मैच। भाई 3 बेस्ट ऑफ 3 थे, वॉच पार्टी करते करते लग जाएंगे, सिलेक्टेड मैचेस ही करने पड़ेंगे। हिंदी ब्रॉडकास्ट में कौन कौन है अभी तक अनाउंसमेंट नहीं हुआ है, इंग्लिश की अनाउंसमेंट भी नहीं हुई है। मेरे को ब्रॉडकास्टिंग अनाउंसमेंट्स देखनी है, मैं वही देख रहा था, ठीक है। अभी तक ब्रॉडकास्टिंग अनाउंसमेंट्स हुई नहीं है, बट भाई 3 मैचेस है। तुम लोग ही बताओ मेरे को कि क्या क्या वॉच पार्टी कर सकते हैं, लाइक सीरियसली, और कुछ तो पॉसिबल है नहीं, क्योंकि सारे मैचेस करने बैठूंगा तो 11:30 से 5:30। वॉच पार्टी का टाइमिंग देखो रे, लाइक मैं 11:30 करने बैठूंगा, वॉच पार्टी करते करते मेरे को रात को 9 बज जाएंगे। 12 घंटा वॉच पार्टी थोड़ी हो गया। मैचेस तुम लोग को मैं ये कर दूंगा। फिर देखते हैं किसका वॉच पार्टी कब तक करना है। एक लिंक भेजनी है रे कास्टिंग के लिए। दिमाग भाई हिला डाला। लिंक ही नहीं मिल रही। आया आया। लेट्स गो। मेरे को कास्टर वाला चीज जो था मेरे को 2-3 जगह से आ रही है और भाई लोग को रिप्लाई नहीं दिया तो।
Guys, here with Coach Chet. Obviously, tough loss out of that one, but I know that if there's one team that's capable of being able to bring it back, it's always going to be NRG. But I want to get your thoughts real fast on what it's like to get these quick turnaround times.
जैसे आता है मैं रिप्लाई कर दूंगा। फोन के रखता हुआ ऑन स्क्रीन। लॉबी बना हुआ है पीछे देखो। बस वो नहीं हुआ अभी तक। लॉबी बना हुआ है।
I mean, for me and like my analysts and stuff, it's been pretty tough. Like I've been staying up like late.
Guys, we need it too.
Definitely feel not the greatest, but you know.
VCT America उसका जैक पहन के आया।
Appreciate your hard work. Last thing before you go, just want to ask how you gonna keep the boys mental because that was a tough loss on map 1. Want to know what's going on for map 2?
I mean, again, I feel like we lost some more of our mistakes and less of their like team play. Like they kind of gave us some rounds and we just
मतलब
so
basic mistakes
like we just clean that up and we have some surprise on Lotus. So we'll see if they adapt to that.
Well, if there's one team that's capable of doing it, it's you guys. Much love, brother.
There is a big surprise on Lotus. Lotus में क्या surprise?
We do indeed. But this is the thing, Mel. They've had a lot of late nights staying up. But how could you even prep for PRX? What do you have to do?
I don't know. I think it's kind of like what he said. Maybe it's less about them and more about themselves. Because I agree with him. Watching that game, it didn't really seem like
PRX first map कैसे जीती?
Macro level. It's like these man advantages we see time and time again.
जीत गए भाई जीत गए। मतलब losable मैप को winnable बना दिया वो लोगों ने। CGRS for the win baby, CGRS for the win.
We cannot understand why. I think that Victor was struggling a little bit finding the spacing onto sites and actually not having the brilliance in the attack that we have seen from him before. So going on a more comfort pick as races and having all that utility with her, I think it kind of fits this.
And Finesse has talked about in the past of having multiple comps on one map, so I don't even think this is like a last-minute change. I also think that the Raze is a lot better against the Cypher than the Neon. The Neon, you're just sprinting into the
Crashes फिर से Sky पे एक बार दिख रहा है।
Now what are they gonna have for the entry?
Yeah, we get
क्या सरप्राइज बोल के गए?
versus Victor. I can't wait for this one, but for
NRG अभी लोग क्या मस्त बनाते हैं बे?
If they want to stay in this tournament.
Being ये लोग भाई साहब मेरे को टॉम्बिस की स्ट्रीम्स देखने में जो मजा आता है ना ट्विच पे, मैं लेट नाइट अगर कभी बैठता हूँ ना टॉम्बिस की स्ट्रीम्स देखने बैठ जाने का बहुत मजा आता है।
I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. And if they can push us to map 3, we might get to see it again. Who knows? But yeah, I really like the way that the desk is talking about this. It's so important here to be able to clear those trips from the Cypher. You know, he can really cause a lot of problems. Ken Forsaken on this agent, he plays it very unorthodox. He likes to grab that Odin and start kind of roaming around the map with it as well. Trying to keep you a little bit off balance. The way he sets up some of those one-ways on scene, he makes it very difficult.
Hi.
So I'm curious here.
This is the map of Lotus.
Looking to attack the C site a lot. Use their utility to clear the Cypher setups, clear Forsaken out of space.
Let's go.
And try to use that as their sort of curveball that they're talking about to throw.
डबल कंट्रोलर इधर है। CGRS फिर से अपने गेको पे आ गया। अरे ये कौन सा स्किन है वे पिस्टल का? ठीक है, ए मेन का कंट्रोल नहीं लिया, सिर्फ स्मोक दे दिया। सिर्फ स्मोक दिया है, कंट्रोल नहीं लिया।
Situation looks like here for PRX when NRG, if NRG comes through onto A with that toxic screen going up, pings coming out, orb.
Seekers के लिए orb आवाज नहीं किया तूने अभी, आवाज कर ही दिया तो एक orb ले लो।
Play his life, don't go down, get the rest of PRX in, and yeah, it's fast reinforcements for PRX. And towards the back of the side spike, still not being brought in quite just yet though. They say okay, we think that we pulled the rotation.
door तोड़ के बीच आ रहे।
Over towards B, but there's 3 players waiting here. The Dizzy goes out.
फिर से जा रहे।
Usher them back over towards A, and it has worked out. Mind Freak. Better sight. Sees one.
Victor को 2 मिल गए रे। अगर पीछे ही खेल रहा, अगर पीछे ही खेल रहा था, विक्टर को 2 बकरे मिल गए। आर्गेश एक मिला और मर गया।
Towards that thrash, but NRG will be taking a 3rd pistol round win here in the series.
Yeah, continuing to be flawless on these pistols.
100% rate on pistols.
Just really good mid rounding from NRG. This is the NRG that you kind of expect to see.
भाई दोनों मतलब अगर मेरे को ये फ्रेंजी स्पेक्टर ही लगती है। 78 का डैमेज है हेड पे, तो स्पेक्टर का भी 78 का है। या तो फ्रेंजी का डैमेज कम करो या फिर इसका बढ़ाओ।
Take the space we've been given. We've confirmed that that space is free enough, and we can get in through there. PRX now trying to push aggressively up behind the rocks.
Oh yeah, W Gaming.
Nothing notable.
हम लोग घूमते ही रहते हैं। साइट होल्ड करना तो पता ही नहीं क्या होता है।
Can't come through, but very much sussing out that the
दस सारे 20 हैं।
be occupied by this point. The sheriff in the hands of Devi, a shorty there for Jing. See if they can get any damage done. As for now, it's looking like Jing is going to go pushing up towards Waterfall, but that is being watched by Crashes with that Spectre at range. A little bit whippy. I mean, some nice headshots, but can't quite line it up. Mind Freak gets the better of him. Dizzy out, Finesse able to clear it fast enough. We'll find some. Since they dealt with, and I mean, if you're Jing, it's just, what do you do? You're in such a bad spot. Unless they're going to come to you, which it looks like.
HP तो गिर रही है सबकी।
You're going to have a rough time, but yep, gets a little bit tired.
Devi gets one.
Devi with a nice shot. We'll make this somewhat costly. 3 players taken out on the side of NRG.
पता है इसको एक बकरा इधर मिलेगा।
He looks for a little bit more. Gets Victor to boot. That's some decent impact found here from the side of PRX.
पता था इसको एक बकरा इधर मिलेगा।
I'll absolutely take that round. With how much damage you're able to do to NRG with what little.
Heavy damage कर दिया, सिर्फ एक गन बची, वो भी स्पेक्टर।
Quite a few creds floating around, so they are going to go ahead and purchase up those rifles in this.
4 second बाबा और ओडिन। ट्रिप में फंसाएंगे, मारेंगे।
Forsaken swapping sides, and he's got an Odin.
Yep. This is what I love to see. The Seaside Cypher from Forsaken.
भाई वो ट्रिप्स लगाता है, बैठे रहता है और सिटी से ओडिन मारता रहता है। That's it.
Not going to catch any of that Cypher utility off the rip just yet.
He's just going to go ahead and rotate around the backside of the site here. He's watching the cam. Victor ready for it, clears it out, so no dart's going to be found. And the Trailblazer will help clear out some of these trap wires that are set up. Certain where he is located. Just waiting this out. Some TP's over into the corner.
मेरे को पता है तो वो बैठा रहेगा, घुमाता रहेगा, कुछ करता रहेगा। 2 मार दिया, 3 मार दिया। ऐसी आ रही है भाई। 4 मार दिया।
Dishonest weapon in the game claims himself an ace to get PRX on the board.
This is what I was talking about at the beginning of this match. He's so disgusting on this, and this time he doesn't really even have to use any of his own utility except that confirms the presence of NRG.
सब कुछ स्पैम किया है सिर्फ.
Odin goes burr.
Odin goes burr.
NRG. This absolutely.
भाई ये गलत था. मत करो बे. ये लोग फिर रैंक में करने लगते हैं. भाई बंदे ओडिन करते हैं. फिर वो पांचों ओडिन करते हैं. इधर एक एक करते हैं खाली. इधर वो 5 पे बैठ गया है एक ही राउंड में.
Crashy's hero rifle invested. One off having those seekers online. Artist in the meantime.
अभी ओडिन की तरफ लगाता है वो मैटर करता है. अभी भी पे लगा के बैठा है. ठीक है.
Vanessa has already taken enough space to potentially get a very nice setup to flush out that A side.
No, freaking Odin goes brrrr. फिर से.
Well,
this is 6 in a row. Hold on.
That it is.
I'm starting to tally.
Okay.
भाई क्या चल रहा है?
Still advancing forward though. Hero rifle is recovered and Victor.
Okay.
Good use.
बट मेरे को नहीं लगता ओडिन का ये लोग के पास कुछ रहेगा. चलो ओडिन कर करके ब्रांड बना देगा.
Gets around the corner just fast enough. The void getting taken out by it. Jing now eliminated. And they're starting to turn this one on its head. Forsaken going to fall. The Vi as well taken out. Now it's just CGRS and the Odin.
CGRS के पे ओडिन है. चलो. उधर सोम. सोम ले लिया ओडिन.
Presence known. Nanoswarm not cleared out. And with no money. CGRS just going to have to drift away, you would expect.
यार ये राउंड नहीं आ रहा अच्छे था. एक पिक मिल गया था. ओडिन चल भी रही थी. क्या हो गया?
Not going to be coming towards him, at least not yet. No, the back off. They'll move back over towards the attacking side. CGRS will go his separate way.
हट यार कैसे नहीं.
Not allowing for the tie-up to come through. 3-1.
I think the best I can gather here for PRX, because they get that opening kill down A towards the orb, and then I think they expected a rotate. I think they kind of overthought this hit from NRG. Instead, NRG.
NRG W करते क्या वो लोग क्या सोच रहे थे भाई? अरे नहीं बे इतना जल्दी टाइम आउट मत लो. If you are taking इतना जल्दी मत लो.
Kind of readdress the situation. Maybe do a little bit more diligence with confirming how NRG is moving around the map. Make sure that you don't. This is the thing that it's so hard, and Mel was talking about this on the desk earlier about how hard.
टेम्पो स्लो करने के लिए दिया है तो ठीक है. बाकी कुछ समझाने के लिए स्ट्रैट्स के लिए दिया है तो 4 राउंड्स में स्ट्रैट्स नहीं बदलने वाले.
Rounds are so good, so it makes it so scary. When he does commit to something, sometimes that in and of itself just confuses you. So let's see what Coach Alex is preparing here. So you still have the neural theft. Now you've got Seekers for Divide, but again, that lockdown still for Artist didn't have to be used. Victor with the showstopper, Crashies with the Seekers of his own. And that Odin now falls into the hands of Sama. He actually dropped.
अच्छा यार जिसके हाथ में चले गए सामने वाले सेंटर.
Given the value of the weapon, don't want to give up on the opportunity to carry that one forward. Looks like though PRX still just going to be looking to scrape together what they can, so full half armor across the board from them. Neural theft, those Seekers are at the ready. Slightly weaker buy here for the side of Mind Freak, who's going to be carrying a Stinger alongside the Bulldog from CGRS. Triple presence just outside of Mount here.
अभी ये करेगा.
Side. Just going for the jiggle peaks, hasn't any of the utility yet. It's Sam. Just one taps him with that Guardian. Absolutely monstrous. The site completely open. And Cypher set up as well. Not here.
Look at Finesse.
There's nothing to delay them as Victor goes jumping forward. Showstopper out, gets the catch. Forsaken cannot exit fast enough. And this is a fantastic adjustment here from NRG. Off the back of just that one tap. Very perfect read, and now just 3 players left. Divide can't upgrade to the Bulldog. Do they try to play this one out versus 5? They know that lockdown is also going to be available, so it seems like they just want to try to hold these weapons as much as possible. Finesse lingering on the outskirts here will get taken down. Force Jing to buy some armor, but
अरे गाइस कुछ कास्टिंग का ही बात चल रहा है यार. इसके लिए वो मैं छोड़ भी नहीं सकता.
Yeah, it's still just a really good
3v4 है.
Find that opening pick and then you just kind of punish the
बट ना मैंने राउंड पे ध्यान ही नहीं दिया ना. ठीक है
they're going to get that aggressive early. There's likely not too much behind
फर्स्ट कास्ट भाई देखो.
So you're able to just get in there. That gives
कुछ भी I have to get back to the desk.
It's good awareness PRX, but still kind of confirms the retreat, and that, you know, well, you're likely to do some damage.
बोले चले थे
Looks like
अबे इनको एक फ्रैग मिला जरूर था रे
a little bit awkward. Yeah, a bulldog for Forsaken didn't have quite enough to get a
ठीक है चलो
in there.
get back to the
Still sitting on this lockdown, so you still have that incredibly powerful ult in the
Just
pocket. NRG just hasn't needed to use it.
Yeah, and whether it was a kill or that death that he just suffered, Finesse now has that pit at the ready, so if they can get
क्या spam किया है
just look to completely lock PRX out of it. Tap on the door.
क्या spam किया है
Here. So he can seeing if he can spot anybody over towards Rubbles. Shots do ring out.
किसको heal दे रहा है
Screen goes down. CJRS looking to push past Mound and get himself into a really aggressive position, it would seem. Just holding back, wary that they might shift their attention from the A site over towards C.
Now you've got Jing rotating in here. They're still expecting this A hit, and with that camera there to confirm, NRG still has time to pull back. They don't have to fully invest themselves in this just yet. Finesse putting some attention towards that door. The Trailblazer in there. It's gonna be dealt with. Yeah.
Fight across. See what he can find.
spam
Shot sprayed in. Reopen on the
but
door.
spam point जब तक वो alt point नहीं ले रहा है spam का sense नहीं है
Flash has to back away. Another follow-up flash comes in.
Short रे
Throws out that near ult.
Forsaken
Again swinging. He's gonna try to stay alive. Wait for the download to complete. Gets it tucked into the corner. Finds the second one. Looks for the third. Can't make it happen. Artist cleans him up. Now the lockdown gonna be invested. Over at the
हाँ timing पकड़ ली Jing ने चलो
timing on a finesse. Finishes him off. Goes to jump across. Gets himself into stairs. Still needs to exit though. Sam and Artist both tagged up. See how they try to approach this one. About to clear close, has to be taken down. An Artist drops to the low ground, sends out a nano.
भगा दिया but Sam
finds Jing, brings it back into a 2v2.
nice one CGRS nice one CGRS
Last two. Cleans it up, the fuse can come in, handing off the divide. Try to get those seekers back.
अच्छा है बंदा दिमाग नहीं लगाता बाहर की चीजों पे लोग बोलते हैं जो
And he has been so good on this map for PRX. Some huge clutches yesterday for them.
दारू नहीं दवाई रे
Comfortable on Gecko on this map, and I love the way that Jing sticks around here, finds a big kill, kind of catch them off guard as they're retreating away from the lockdown.
फिर वो हम के लिए वेट ही कर रहा था दे दे भाई दे दे
Sam able to find a good angle from drop. Now this is a very stacked up PRX team expecting some kind of A hit. They love to stagger this utility here. Plus you have the Thrash.
फिस्ट बम के लिए वेट कर रहा है दे दे भाई दे दे
In the back pocket for Jing.
Flash in, finesse, fully anticipate.
माइंड फ्रीक नहीं इतना और अगर इसने वो हील कर लेगा मारा नहीं तो
Nice and early and crashes. Can bring him back to full.
as expected
Artist gonna be receiving the orb.
वहां पिक मिलता तो it was have been better एक बंदे को लेके जाओ ना साथ में
Shifting towards the seaside, and now you got to deal with his Odin again.
Surely.
the Odin whisper
Nate to try to cut him off into the back. Cancel on the TP. And goes out. He's trying to get that dart across onto Victor. Didn't manage to make the connection in time though. Now the pit is going to be invested from Finesse. They're trying to make this as unassailable as possible. Oh, the showstopper goes out. It takes him low, but it doesn't find the eliminations. Crashies and Victor both tagged up. Nano Swarm the Thrash now.
बहुत लो थे बे 4 HP
A nice flash gets that full blind.
CGRS gets 1 कुत्ता किया Finesse gets 3 4
Last one standing is full flashed and Crashies will be able to set up for the kill. Finesse with a 4K in the meantime. As NRG
Odin counter मिल गया इन लोगों को
in their 5th round win of the half.
Yeah, really good diligence here from NRG on the backside of this. Using that utility this time to clear Forsaken, to push him back. Don't give him that comfort. It's the paranoia into the paint shells, into the snake bite, to push him out of the site. Don't use it to clear that utility this time.
बोलो ना Odin counter मिल गया इन
Worry
लोगों
about that Odin. And then Artis, so aware on the back end, ready for this Gecko utility. It's been something that PRX is doing the last couple times on this map, is Devi and CGRS staggering together with their flashes, with these blinds to try to get their kills.
Boombot goes off. Jing, I mean, blinded out, needs the damage. Does have the Sky nearby.
हीरो भाई रे
Healing comes through, but again, it's going to be Forsaken all on his lonesome this time with that Marshall in hand.
हीरो गिरी हीरो भाई
Players from the side of NRG who are not being Very ambiguous, very secretive about their intentions.
Side flash दिया.
Rush over towards A.
Side के अंदर का 101 भी नहीं लगा.
Shots to connect. Victor wins it out. Satchel thrown, paint shells. Just the opposite side. Just looking to try to deny that plan, but it comes through all the same. 5 members.
जिंग अगर यहाँ से 2 पिक्स निकाल देता है ना तो ये लोग के लिए प्ले बन सकता है. नहीं. स्पॉट हो गया. खत्म कर दिया. वे फ्लॉलेस निकाल के खत्म कर दिया. एकदम ही खत्म कर दिया ये लोग. क्या पता क्या मेंटल रीसेट के साथ आए हैं. एनआरजी हैड टू रीसेट एंड दे हैव रीसेटेड इट नेक्स्ट लेवल पे.
Good cover, good clearance. Everybody doing a great job. Finesse once again. Having some phenomenal moments there. These multi-kill rounds from Finesse have been so good. And yeah, I mean, PRX already gonna use their second time out of Kilios. You think back to PRX.
Global Esports का कुछ तो announcement भी आया पता नहीं किसके related.
They really did a ton of damage. It was 8-4. And then they stumbled a little bit on their attacker side to start it, and then strang together a bunch of rounds to find the win to close out that series. So, you know, of course, different teams, different matchups, but you want to really stabilize here as PRX. Try to keep this as respectable as possible. And who knows, maybe their attacker side will be really strong today. Maybe they've been able to tweak a few things coming into it. But the economy's been a bit all over the place for PRX. They are going to be investing in that Odin once again, I believe, for Forsaken. See if we can put it to
CGRS next level पे खेल रहा है guys. You can't just deny that.
Rough to have to use both the timeouts here in the first half, obviously, but Alex seeing no other recourse available. Just given that the 2 rounds that they've been able to pick up so far, is that he needs to get something on the board here sooner rather than later. 10-4-2 for Finesse. It's something about this guy and these 3 spike site maps that just allow him, that just unlock him and his potential. We saw him just crushing quite a bit, having so much impact. Even just yesterday versus TL. Turn on the flash. CGRS and Forsaken taking a very forward position here around B, which has been, for the most part, very much ignored. Divide on the opposite side, though. Into the meat grinder they go. NRG just mincing PRX. Forsaken trying to get something done, swaps weapons, but Sam privy to it, instantly domes him, and it just feels like
map जाएगा धीरे-धीरे करके 2-7 हो गया है.
Looking absolutely unstoppable here on this attack.
And they have a minute to go hunting for Mindfreak.
Yeah.
They have all the time in the world. They don't need a plant. They just need to find him. They want to do this damage. The economy of PRX is once again in the gutter. So certainly just get what you can out of this.
Yep, grab the orbs. Grab every orb you possibly can.
Yeah.
Take everything off the map, pick it clean. Paranoia, not sure if that actually connected. Oh, it did! Finesse, not having the audio.
1v5 का try करेगा?
Taken down. It seems like Mindfreak actually feeling it. Maybe wants to try to play this one out. He's going on the push. Sam setting up a smoke. Mindfreak looking to match.
वैसे भी ulti use कर सकता है, matter of time.
Second smoke now used, but how do you even remotely clear this one? Victor,
nice shot.
Through 6 HP. The spray almost good for it. If he can win this one out, maybe.
If he gets this, I have just a single word in this.
The time is dwindling. Eventually, it seems like Mindfreak just gonna have to give up on.
Nice try.
Still though.
NT bro, NT. चलेगा NT.
Does not allow him to carry that weapon forward. A good attempt, but not good enough.
NT.
The 2 will remain on the scoreboard.
3 guns गिराया, उधर पे टीपी मारा.
Right off the rip, NRG is just prepared for this push out. This 2-2-1, basically from every angle of the map, and PRX is trying to come at.
And default खेल रहे.
Just set up right there at C lobby. Just wait behind the cover and start knocking them down.
भाई ये लोग के पास काउंटर है. उस ओडिन का काउंटर है. हमें 9 राउंड में 1 एस मारा है, बाकी 8 राउंड में 3 किल है. इवन अर्जिश जो है वो अपना और फार्म कर करके
drifting back over towards this one. Mindfreak up on top. Could catch them off guard. Ball raised. CGRS seeing the shoulder. So much pressure here on this Omen now. Mind Freak and a micro out that smoke.
क्यों एक ही चीज बार बार करनी है, वही रबल कंट्रोल और वही वहां पे जाके मर जाना है। 4 बंदे रबल पे आते हैं, मार देते हैं, पूरा कंट्रोल चले आता है। स्मोक मरने के बाद पूरा कंट्रोल चले आता है।
Completely have PRX figured out on this map. They have got their tendencies so well read.
Well, it didn't take
map losable है still. दो दिख गए हैं, भी चले जाएंगे।
Absolutely unprepared. Rush onto the corner, Divide out, going to be forced away with the paint shells. The plant coming down onto the B site as NRG once again pivot. Divide starting to creep up, Stinger in hand. Might be. Oh. Okay, turns his attention.
पूरा तो मार.
Victor there. Jing will be able to finish him off at the end. A 1v3. Nano at his feet. Grab the Phantom to see if he can get some more done. Nano cleared, but some off on that hard right angle. Takes him down in energy, get themselves up to 8. The question is, does the bleeding stop at all?
Exactly.
For PRX?
That's literally what I'm just thinking, Achilleos. Just, you know, PRX has to turn this around. They have to figure something out here. And, you know, they're trying a lot of different looks. They're giving energy a lot of kind of
नहीं है वे, वो कुछ भी नहीं भाई।
operations throughout the map, but every single time NRG
2 राउंड निकाला, उसमें से एक एस राउंड था और एक क्या भाई, क्या हो रहा है? एटलीस्ट भाई 2 राउंड निकाल के 8-4 करो। 8-4 पे तुम लोग का विनेबल गेम है। ये कंट्रोल लो समझ में आता है कि 3 बंदे कंट्रोल ले रहे हो, वो माइंड फ्रीक अकेले कैसे कंट्रोल लेगा?
On the C site, they're starting to push up towards his position. All 5 members making their way towards Mound, but now there's a lockdown to try to flush him out. Turret going to be set up.
करेगा अल्टी और पीछे खेलेगा।
Early warning in case that flank does come in from behind. Trailblazers set out. Lockdown now invested. Forsaken looks like he wants to stay. He wants to try to shove them out of this. Catch anything before the lockdown does go through. Gets the dink through the wall. Looks for finesse. Can't get anything more. Crashes down to 17, and yet again it's going to be the pit coming through. As Victor pulls the showstopper.
क्या चल रहा है ये?
How far does he want to go?
क्या decision?
Blindly, but no one there to receive it. TP now out into PRX's spawn. Som looking to backstab. Paranoia out. Mind Freak. Caught off guard.
क्रॉस खेल लिया भाई। डिसीजन मेकिंग में कुछ तो गड़बड़ी है बे, 100%।
Getting closer and closer now. Gun at the ready. Swing in. Jing just does out aim him a little bit there. Finds the kill. 3 players can back away, but again, the umpteenth time this is
Round जा रहे बे।
And Victor will not allow it. Divide falling. Looks like Victor will volunteer to go on the hunt. See if he can get anything else.
Nice.
Jing says no, but still an immense amount of damage dealt, and now the best that PRX can hope for is a 9-3 first half.
Just clinical stuff here from NRG. Just love watching them maneuver.
एटलीस्ट यार एक पिक मिलता एटलीस्ट तो गेम बनता से वो डिटेन होके मर भी सकता था। ऑप्शन था उसके बाद, दोनों को मारने का ट्राई किया, उसको एक भी पिक नहीं मिला और वो मर गया ना। वहाँ पे गेम खराब हो गया। ऊपर रोलिंग टूटी वो अलग।
All 3 of those doors maybe a little unlucky, going right in towards Artist and the crossfire that they set up there. So that makes things all that much more easier. And I don't know, Forsaken sitting there holding on Ojing.
Over the top, sends it.
so nice.
I'm going to be taken down. Victor at 10 HP as well. Meanwhile, CGRS
CGRS
trying to swing out on the opposite side. Does fall.
हील मिल जाएगा पूरा पूरा। स्मोकर डिफ हो रहा है बे। वो लोग 2 कंट्रोलर के साथ एकदम चिल करके खेल रहे हैं, यहाँ पे एक ही कंट्रोलर है तो दिमाग खराब हो रहा है। 10-2
Finesse gets Forsaken as well. Forsaken gets finesse is what I was trying to say there. And this is looking so incredibly good for the side of NRG. A 10-2 half, even with PRX on their attacking side, that just feels nigh impossible to recover.
Yeah, once again, I mean, these lurks from Finesse, time and time again, finding value for NRG. He's just so smart about it. And Mind Freak just looking to throw some smoke somewhere. Not even a little bit ready. Jing gonna try to do what he can. See if he can get anything done.
Now he's the last man.
Kills निकाल के अपना ये कर ले।
Finds one.
स्टार्ट अच्छा कर ले जिंगी बट नहीं
from start to finish in this half. Absolutely gorgeous play to get his team 10-2. 16-6-2 on the scoreboard at the moment there for the IGL, for the mastermind of NRG, setting them up for a bind decider map.
It's just so brilliant. Every time any piece of util came out, FNS was there to try to sniff out exactly what PRX wanted to do. He's reading really well the tendencies of when they want to get aggressive, when they want to play safe, where they want to play.
Well, I'm sure there's plenty to talk about here for the desk, so we'll go ahead and talk it back over to Yinsu. Tell us it back over to Yinsu and the others.
Thank you very much, Achilles and Paperthin. You know, we talk about how NRG are able to bounce back in these situations, and Mel, they just shown us a masterclass.
A 10-2 halftime lead after the first map. I actually can't believe it. That is insane. And to top it all off, Finesse is going nuclear right now. He's like 15-6 on top of leading, having amazing reads, knowing exactly when they're rotating off their aggression and knowing when they aren't. He's having phenomenal impact on these lurks as well. He's saving his team, getting 4Ks in his ult. He can really do it all right now.
Yeah, and we can see it now in the repetition of this round number 7, how they understood everything. Well, not everything, but they had a very clear idea on how PRX wanted to work around the map. We saw, you're talking about FNS, and I think that we saw it at the beginning of every round. Every single time that PRX was trying to be aggressive, trying to create that pressure onto Robo, FNS knew exactly when and where to stop, when and where to shoot, and actually getting the kill so many times onto Mindfreak in a composition where you're playing with a solo controller, it weakens the possibility of that retake that you want to play for later a lot. So coming into the second one, we know when we were talking also about it when we were watching this game, we know that Lotus it tends to be an attack-sided map, but is it going to be enough? Because NRG just needs 3 rounds to take it to the third map.
I agree with you, and I feel like with this raise as well, I think this will help them a lot more on the defense because I think their Neon was a bit played out, and I think they realize that as well. And if anything, if things start to go awry, I'm sure that, you know, Victor's going to pull out the raise off one of these rounds and try to throw him off.
Well, this is going to be a really, really big hill for PRX to climb if they want to close this out 2-0. But by the looks of things, though, Achilles, Paperthin, I don't think that's going to happen. We are owed that bind. I want to see it.
I mean, it certainly feels like it is absolutely destined from here on out. After
bind नहीं देखना मेरे को, नहीं देखना. अरे यार ये क्या है, एक तो मेरे फोन का पता नहीं हो गया. चलो sorted. Let's go guys. वो 13-15 था क्या, ये जाएगा. एक changeable half की तरफ साला एक player नहीं double digit पे मम्मी.
Yeah, this is just classic NRG. Drop the first map and then just come back so strong for the follow-up. The resilience from this team, we saw it against Liquid. You're seeing it here again. Just absolutely brilliant stuff. A lot of utility from the side of PRX. The Trailblazer, the Dizzy, making sure that the site is clear. You're going to use the Wingman to cut through the Nano.
छोटू को plant भी नहीं मिला.
Artist able to spam it out. PRX moves over, just picks up the Wingman. Spike in the hands of Forsaken at the moment. Forsaken, you're rushing forward, my friend. Finds one. Helps find a second one, but now he's going to fall. Almost crash. He comes up with 2. Artist gets the other.
कैसे खत्म हुआ ये round?
Aggressive fight from PRX, strands the spike. Everybody gets cleaned up, and NRG 100% pistol win rate so far in the series. Their 4th one now racked up.
And that's brutal. And PRX just trying to throw anything in the wall and see what sticks. Trying to cut through towards B, through C-Link, and just read again so well here by NRG. They have all the time in the world since they delay the plant.
अरे बाप रे यार, ये कंपनी वालों को क्या है, नंबर भी ब्लॉक नहीं कर सकते.
PRX likes to use that Wingman to get those plants. And we saw it a lot previously against EDG. The Wingman was able to get some really important moments. But here NRG, once again, not having any of it.
Flashing a nade out, but NRG just making the read, knowing that this force is going to be coming through and that it's going to be the site's turned over towards the C site here. CGRS does not have the spike in his hand, so cannot go for the Wingman plant. Now can try to invest that one. The Nano Swarm's already committed here from Artis.
छोटू को plant मिल गया, चलो. छोटू got the plant, Jing got 2, Victor got 1.
Takes out Mindfreak. Nade comes their way though for the delaying. This waterfall push.
दवाई को एक मिला, सॉम को एक मिला. Fight of Stinger देख, अरे reload आ गई CGRS की. 3-11, let's go.
round picked up, but everything from either team completely left on the floor. One player left standing. This PRX probably wishing that could have been a hell of a lot cleaner, but still.
फाइट कर लो, वही बात है ना, फाइट कर लो. एरिया देने से बेटर है फाइट कर लो. एक बंदा डबल डिजिट्स पे पहुंचोगे, आराम से कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ेगा. अगला मैप भी जाता तो अगले मैप पे भी निकाल सकते हो. और 3-11 का एक एपिक कमबैक हमने देखा है.
Fast rotations from NRG. Then NRG just kind of bunched up in C-Link there. And just eventually able to be cut down.
क्या इधर दिखेगा?
Being so aggressive towards this space is PRX. And NRG pretty aware of it, but even if you know it's coming sometimes, you can't stop PRX. With WK Gaming does have some effect. A lot of utility here. Oh my god, this man.
Yeah, the spray through Jing. Jing ripped apart a bit there. The healing
नेक्स्ट लेवल है पागलपन. अभी ये लोग अभी भी शायद पुराने पैच पे खेल रहे हैं. इसके लिए फैंटम की बुलेट जितनी मिलती है ये लोग इजी स्पैम्स कर सकते हैं. नए अपडेट पे यू कांट स्पैम दिस मच. आदत ही छूट जाएगी उस स्पैम. मतलब इजी है. प्लांट मिल गया, आराम से पोस्ट प्लांट खेलो.
Yeah, this is really nicely done here by PRX. They get the camera into B early from Forsaken.
It's just a call to die to the spike.
Yeah. And then they fan out to cover the wingman plant. Able to cut off the link angles. Really nicely handled. Just a good adjustment here, not pressing the issue. You know, sometimes that does hurt PRX. Everybody now is taking some parting shots.
मर जाएंगे लोग. अल्ट पॉइंट नहीं देने वाले.
Spectre on the back end.
Finds here is an immense amount of value. Swings out, catches one, looks for another, gets CGRS before Divide can finish him off. Still though, impact felt. There's plenty of cash.
मालूम था मर जाएंगे लोग. किल्स नहीं देने वाले. अल्ट फार्म नहीं करने देंगे.
As much as they possibly can.
And it's these lurks from NRG that once again pay dividends. Time and time again. They're all over the map. No matter where you're at, you have to be aware.
Let's go guys. Let's go. Let's go.
Right around the corner. Sometimes that's the case for both of these teams, but NRG, so smart so many times. Finesse on the attacker side, and now Artis getting a ton of value. But still just barely able to get a rifle by here.
काम लगाया.
Goes out. 4-player stack at A, but
सेम ही चीज है. वो भी यहाँ पे अकेला डबल पे कंट्रोल ले रहा है, लेकिन यहाँ पे ए फाइट ही नहीं कर रहे हैं क्योंकि इनके पास डबल कंट्रोलर नहीं है. तो दिक्कत आनी है. छोटू को इस बार छोटू नहीं है तो खुद तो ही प्लान करना पड़ेगा. Trash got the hit.
No one wants to pursue that deep just to try to find one little kill.
अभी यहाँ पे फिर से पोस्ट प्लान खेल सकते हैं आराम से. खेलो साइड पे. अरे नहीं रे, नहीं नहीं नहीं.
That is PRX winning out on an ever crucial round, moving up now to 5.
And the pressure felt here early by NRG, so they have to give up the site. They back off. And the plant
5-11, 5-11. चलो.
Barely getting that spot out.
He just barely saw him in time.
CGRS को दिखे और वो मारते ही गया.
It's the reactions here from PRX. They're like, okay, let's get the plant down. We're going to throw the thrash out, buy some more space, set up the crossfires, just kind of lock things down. Some really good early pushes around the corners from NRG. Their utility doesn't catch PRX too much in that previous round.
सीमेन के लिए लड़ लो माउंट के लिए. अरे नाइस रेजिंगी. हील ले ले.
On the Jing, just not enough to finish the kill, so Divine, after scooping the orb, getting the Seekers online, will go ahead, put him back to 100 HP.
बोल रहे हैं हील ले ले. राशिस खुद ही 4 HP है, कैसे हील लेगा? नाइस. नाइस है. एडविक आ रहा है. डीसी आजा.
Seekers are going to be committed here, all the same.
नहीं.
Dizzy not spotting long.
Nice one.
That blind crashes, however, still will get flushed out.
अभी weapons नहीं गिरने चाहिए.
Can now come through.
Then it's a good thing. छोटू मस्त प्लांट कर रहा है, बढ़ जाता है वो उधर प्लांट करके। 4v2 वेपन्स नहीं गिराएंगे तो ही गेम बनेगा। they'll go to 6-11 अभी नहीं, क्यों क्या हो गया, थोड़ी देर आ जा, जरा 3 बजे क्लासेस होता है ना। Don't drop weapons.
The chest shot takes them down. Some with 3 kills grabs the vandal. He wants to challenge this one. He's thinking about it. CGRS just staying tucked into the corner.
चलो टाइम तो नहीं है, टाइम तो नहीं है।
You know what? Maybe I can finish you off. Jump up over the top. Victor will be able to get the kill. So everybody dead on the side of PRX, but NRG cannot.
किसको सपोर्ट कर रहे हो? I'm supporting PRX. Pacific teams, bro. Any day slot चाहिए Pacific के लिए.
That's a huge moral victory for the side of NRG. Kind of a lack of discipline here at the end of the round from PRX.
सब पूरा राउंड निकलने के बाद वेपन्स को गिराए ना इन्होंने, मेरा दिल जला है।
I think could just play a little bit deeper here as PRX. I was going to really applaud them for the way they did the beginning.
थ्रो हो गया तो धीरे-धीरे करते राउंड थ्रो होने लगा था।
Lurks really cover their bases there, and it looked like it was potentially going to be solid, but it is going to be NRG now coming into this 4 rounds in a row for PRX. Going to want to really talk about how you want to maybe either reinforce the C side or kind of worry about some change of direction, some
सुबह से जो कंपनी वालों ने तंग करके रखा है,
try to really lock this map down, get it out of the way, get over to bind.
One off from bringing that into this map point, but it's been 4 consecutive for the side of PRX. This could be the point though that really turns the tides.
Guys, यार क्या लिखते हो बे, और क्यों लिखते हो ऐसा सब?
A lot of confusion, ambiguity into the rounds here. Suns have pulled the trigger on it.
Like करें दोस्तों.
PRX, do they have it in them to continue this run, or can NRG take that second to last step towards bind right here and now?
CGRS one away from the thrash again. Forsaken still sitting on that neural theft.
Finesse one off a pit.
Yeah, finesse one off a pit. So some huge ults could be coming in here. NRG certainly trying to see if they can prepare. Finesse. Considering maybe
Let's
can get away with this orb for free if maybe the C lean stopped for PRX. But for now, they're continuing to contest that space. But it is the change here. For PRX, it's going to be Forsaken
lurk पे निकला है
towards the other side of the map.
She's playing back though, watching this angle. He's with a knife out. No, okay, didn't quite see him the first time around. Does take a good amount of damage. Forsaken now.
सब कुछ कर लिया उसने, कैम लगा दिया, गेट छोड़ दिया, गेट ओपन भी कर लिया। इतना कुछ अकेले ने कर दिया है, क्रैशी स्टैक भी हो गया है।
Everybody else now from PRX arriving over here towards A. Som waiting at the connector.
अरे जब गेट तोड़ा है तो वो एंगल मैं देखूं।
Paranoia now going to be sent through. They looked for the attempt at the rush play there to try to hound him out.
अरे यार ये छोटू मस्त भागता है प्लांट करने, प्लांट हो गया छोटू।
3 players stacked up. Surely this cannot find value.
ट्रैश भी मिला। जी नहीं।
Against the wall, sends it out. Not going to be getting the stun. It's not going to be recoverable either. Divide.
Head दिया, मार दिया.
Gets the headshot, gets the kill. Now they have to be worried about that threat coming out of the B site and potentially behind. But right now, they're focused up on the site itself, knowing that they zone them out with the lockdown.
चलो ठीक है, बहुत टाइम बचा। नहीं रे।
Looks to try to go for the hold, but Artis comes up with a second. They're holding it through, revealed, dragged across, finds one, cannot get
वहाँ पे 3 मर गए ना, वो गलत हो गया, साला एक के साथ 3 मर गए।
will finally break the win streak.
Dead
in their tracks and taking it now to map point.
बुरा लगा।
The early part of this round, I like the little runabout that Forsaken goes on, but he shoots over this door. Oh my god.
लेकिन
quite notice.
Just didn't see it.
मेरे को एक चीज बताओ, टू बी ऑनेस्ट उसने जब गेट तोड़ा तो वो एंगल कौन मार्क कर रहा था? हाँ समझो यार, ये मैप है, ये तुम लोगों को मैप दिख रहा है, अगर वुमन जिधर खड़ा है वो उधर का गेट तोड़ा है, वो कोई मार्क तो करेगा ना एमएन से जाते हुए।
hit now. Used over on scene, and that's exactly where PRX.
Everything will be used now.
A little bit of damage here.
6-12.
Forsaken.
Legendary comeback होएगा अगर यहाँ से हम OT चले गए तो.
On the lurk, just outside of stairs. Comes up with the kill now. Door going to be opened up. It's looking like they're going to be pushing straight in to all this KJ util that Artis has set up here on the B site. But to spam the Trailblazer to try to lead the way. Our alarm bot, Nanoswarm's going through. Jing is getting worked lower and lower.
Legendary comeback होएगा अगर. But अब कुछ नहीं होएगा. CGRS दो बेचारा निकाल लिया था. NT.
13-6, an absolutely gorgeous reply from NRG.
NT feel the energy, feel the velocity नहीं NRG. Let's go. Guys मैं आया 1 मिनट आया तुम लोग देखो. What's up guys? मैं बोला ना मैं आ ही रहा हूँ यार. कुछ काम रहता है वो कर लेते हैं. अब टिल द टाइम म्यूट करके मैं थोड़ा सा चिल कर लूँ, थोड़ा खावा लूँ. तुम लोग गाने सुनोगे? कौन सा वाला है ये? ये वाला ही बराबर है. ठीक है.
टकरा चुके हमसे मुसाफिर यूं तो कहीं दिल ना लगाया हमने किसी से किससे सुने यूं तो कहीं ऐसे तुम मिले हो ऐसे तुम मिले हो जैसे मिल रही हो इत्र से हवा सुबह सुबह तू जो मिला तो मिली है तेनू समझा कि ना तेरे बिना लगदा जी एक बार याद ही जाया एक बार देखो ना होठों पे तेरा एहसास रह जाता तफिराना सा है
Guys, I told you I'll come in the moment.
Backing off. Crashing lane going forward. Suspected.
जैसे ही मैच शुरू होगा और मैच शुरू होते मैं आ गया यार, बिल्कुल मिस नहीं हुआ।
Gonna be the last one on this rotation over.
काम किधर है?
They get sent for second tag down quite very low. Still gets the
एक मिनट, मेरे को मैच देखना है, मेरा काम क्यों नहीं दिख रहा? हाँ दिख रहा है, चलो।
pushing forward towards the defending side. Crashies.
CGRS ने एक मारा, Ring ने एक मारा।
Kill Victor. Will be good for another one.
Now they get diffused.
Actually do it. PRX take their first
पहला पिस्टल मिला है 5 में से।
And better late than never here, as they do a good job finding that opening kill onto Artis. Caught a little bit off guard there. Is
this पे वो मिल गया ना।
on the retake, some good flashes.
Ging 2 में अरे यार, ये बरोबर है। फोर्सेकन ऑन हार्बर और माइंड फ्रीक ऑन, ठीक है, बरोबर इस बार उठा है डबल स्मोकर।
Gonna go with the Marshal. Seeing a little bit of more sniper rifles from him. Forsaken with the Judge.
Oh,
Looks like he's going to be posted up in U-Mall.
Swapping it over. Goes for the Spectre, at least for now. And looks like that is going to be the commit at the end.
All right. Fine.
Oh, Marshall from Defy. Completely whiffs. Splits the difference between two players. Crashies. Follows up with a chest shot to go ahead and
चौफल मार दिया बे क्रैशीज ने।
flash now at the ready. CGRS trying to go for a little bit of timing there, but eats the full blind.
और मार्शल ये उठा भी ली।
Back off. Pings coming down, and from here, I mean, NRG.
ले पीक ले।
Just about however they want.
टाइमिंग हो जाएगी।
Oh, just like that, actually, Som just taking the fight. Taking
फालतू में 2 पिक्स दिए।
This is already pretty catastrophic. Rotation starting to come through. It's going to be Mind Freak left alone over on that A site, and should NRG decide to pivot through the teleporter, it's going to be a bit of a long run. As Jing going to be noted, and Som, oh, he's so distracted. Som just gets another one.
बहुत गलत हो रहा है।
Marshall, the plant getting ready to come in. Forsaken wanting to push, but his own wall kind of working against him in that regard. Mind Freak around the back will gain control of Hookah, finding a single kill.
बहुत गलत हो रहा है ये राउंड कैसे हार सकते हो गए? उनके पास गन्स नहीं है, वो एक मार्शल और एक शेरिफ पे राउंड निकाल के गए हैं।
Going to be an eco win, taking the weapons right out of PRX's hands.
I mean, you have that good feeling.
कैसे?
Our first pistol win, and then right away, NRG just snatches it away from you. And Defy playing so wide out here and not able to hit the shot. And of course, you know that headhunter is going to be following now. Got to be aware. There's be a lot of long-range firepower on this round potentially for the side of NRG. And then they grab that Marshal, put it to great use. Jing tries to peek there off the back of some utility and gets punished for it. So some isolated plays here from PRX cost them. Forsaken gonna go ahead, snatch up an orb, get some showers control, get closer to that rendezvous. Stinger for Defy, a couple shorties in the back pocket. Already Crashies with the Seekers. He needs some bailout. Look at how cautious NRG is playing this round. We are so worried that PRX is going to throw some curveballs at you.
दवाई को पकड़ा। जिंग अभी तक स्पॉटेड है नहीं, लेकिन गेम अभी बी पे जा रहा है। कोई अगर हुक्का से आता है लेट भी।
Fight there from the Trailblazer. Jing in the meantime just hovering below Hookah, waiting for somebody to come leaping out of that one. Has that shorty in hand, but it looks like he might want to pivot around to the front, try to use this poison orb and smokes against them. Unless they push into him, still going to be quite challenging. There's a flash. Now goes satcheling forward, but it's eventually able to go ahead.
क्या मजाक है?
Headshot does get chipped away.
कुछ भी चढ़ रहा है। अबे ये सब क्या?
Blind comes across with CTRS.
क्या कुछ भी गेम कभी-कभी लग रहा है कुछ भी गेम खेल रहे हैं. Gets if he gets one, it's good for the team, but नहीं यार, NT.
Ching just never ceases to surprise me. Just decides to try to go in there with
NT.
double blast back in. See if he can just.
हम लोग वॉच पार्टी के बाद गाइस जाएंगे, थोड़ी देर सोएंगे.
Good reactions again from NRG. A great blast back to get up on top of that box. Finish the job from Victor.
देन शाम को रिटर्न आएंगे. 4 लोग देख रहे हो यार, फटाफट से लाइक सब्सक्राइब एकदम मतलब हो जाना चाहिए. 4 का वॉचिंग 6 लाइक से कम 8 लाइक्स तक पहुंचते और सब्सक्राइबर गोल 1525 का रखते हैं. पेपर एक्स आ गए अपने डब्ल्यू गेमिंग पे. साले भी में से भागते जाएंगे. I got you. इतना ज्यादा अग्रेशन दिखाया, अब वापस से बी साइड को कंट्रोल करना ही पड़ेगा. और ये पे अगर अकेला हार्बर को छोड़ा है, जो कि 4 सेकंड को छोड़ दिया है, देन इट्स एन बिग एरर, क्योंकि वो अकेले लग जाएंगे. अब रीटेक या तो रीटेक पे आना पड़ेगा या तो इधर से रीटेक पे आओ. ओ भाई होना पड़ेगा, रीटेक पे आओ. प्लांट देना पड़ेगा, प्लांट दे दो इनको. साले टीपी मार लिए.
NRG make the call, finesse again, looking for a bit of a masterclass like we saw from them versus Liquid just yesterday on Split. All coming up. Spike played on the opposite side of it though, and Artist still hovering nearby. Gets the headshot. CGRS going to be taken down as Crashy stays tucked away in the back of
कुछ भी हो रहा है बे. 4 सेकंड 2 मार दिया, 3 मार दिया. It's turned the tide.
But there is going to be the ultimate orbital strike sent down for Forsaken, trying to challenge.
4 मार दिया.
Fourth kill. Now on for the ace. This Artist left stand.
Ace मार दिया.
In round 3 on map number 2, now in round 4 here on Bind. He gets himself a second ace in the series.
How does he keep doing it? He's just unbelievable. And NRG, I thought, had this round in the bag. They leave Artist behind. CGRS was over at the B-side teleporter. As soon as NRG went through the A teleporter,
उसने टाइड खोला, गया मारा.
And Artist is just waiting for it. And then they've got the site, they've got the plant down, and it.
सोच रहा है 5 कैसे मार दिया.
No, Forsaken once again with the hero play for PRX. Just unreal. Some of the rounds he's been able to string together here today. And that is a lifeline for PRX. Let's see if they can capitalize on this. Going to be getting the showstopper available for Jing. And immediately just peeling back, taking Shower's control on the other side of the map. So right now, PRX, full map control, doing a great job here. Keeping NRG pinned in and just rotating Jing over towards Lamps.
Tie it up, but they still a hell of a lot of work here for PRX if they want to find a foothold. Need a clean round, because even then, NRG still have cash to try to work through.
ये गलत मार दिया लेकिन यार जिसको कोई रोको रे.
The quick TP at the ready just in case there was a follow-up as well. And that is what Artist can deliver when he's on this chamber. Something that we haven't seen in quite some time, but frankly, one that people should be quite happy to see, just given the way, the level that he can play with this pick. Flashes out. That's just tucked into the corner. This teleporter's still here as Artist goes on a bit of a scouting mission. Forsaken now at risk of being caught.
30 seconds left.
I don't think Forsaken has any idea.
He's starting to stare over. He's worried about it. Obviously knew that Artist was there before. Does he note it now? No. Artist finds the perfect timing to strike right as the rotation was starting to come through. And speaking of rotations, NRG at it once again. Maximum use of these teleporters and finesse ready for CGRS as the door opens up. Allowing them to tie, but not allowing them to gain the lead. NRG putting their foot down as Jing has to drift away from the A site. They will go ahead and overtake them once more.
Yeah, just great stuff here from Artist. The patience there at Showers. Kind of just knowing that PRX gets itchy. And they want to come out, try to take some space off of all that time at the beginning of the round that they were given. And it's a good kind of exchange of utility over at Octagon where they wanted to use that Dizzy to get up towards the B teleporter and then follow it trying to combo with Divide. Divide here. RC
राउंड अभी तक चल रहा है।
It worked yesterday, today. NRG is very prepared for it.
ठीक है, फिनिश लो था, विक्टर ये लोग का एचपी नहीं गिरा था, जिंग ने अपना वेपन बचा लिया, दैट्स अ गुड थिंग।
So they're really prepared for that. That's something that I'm
हाँ, शॉट कनेक्ट करता है भाई ये तो स्पैम में मार दिया, पीछे जा रहा था 4 सेकंड को मार दिया, टीपी मारा तो टीपी में मार दिया। क्या चल रहा है क्या पता, नहीं दिख रही भाई मेरे को, मतलब पेपर एक स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं दिख रही, लाइक 2 राउंड्स है 5 में से और 3 राउंड इनके, बट स्ट्रॉन्गली जो राउंड्स निकाले वो एनआरजी ने बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग क्या है।
That's not him getting flushed down the drain. Oof. It's been a little bit rocky so far here, but an opportunity to try to find some stability.
Yo, what's up? क्या scene?
A couple rifles, one of them in Jing's hand, on the other side of hookah there. And that's now line up the smoke for in front of U-Haul.
पकड़ा भगाया पीछे, लैम्प्स क्लियर है, बट अब लैम्प से बाहर आने के लिए सोचेगी। लैम्प्स कंट्रोल दे दिया लेकिन लैम्प्स के बाहर का कंट्रोल नहीं दिया। अभी तक ठीक है दोनों, दवाई का अच्छा शॉट, 4 सेकनी ने प्लांट तो डिनाई किया लेकिन मार नहीं दिया, और राइट क्लिक चिपके नहीं। भागा है जी, खत्म राउंड निकाल दिया जिंग ने। भाई वो आईडी से अभी कुछ दिन नहीं आऊंगा, आईटी टीम के साथ बात चल रही है, वो प्रॉब्लम लेके। अच्छा ठीक है भाई ये क्या मार दिया, लेकिन राइट क्लिक करके एक मारा, नेड मिला, नेड गया, अल्टी खोला और उसमें सिर्फ टाइम बाय करते ही जा रहा था 4 इसमें मार दिया। नेक्स्ट लेवल में भागते भी गया, जैसे टीपी सुना वो सिटी खेल रहा था, सिटी से भाग गया। ये फ्लैश करिंग, ठीक है भागो पीछे, अरे इन्फो निकाला ना, बंदा है निकल जाओ, फोन है क्या है वो पूछने का नहीं, डीसी खुद को मिल जाएगी। 3-3.
This time they're playing a little bit further forward with Divide off the back of that dizzy to see if they could get somebody to bite. Finesse wisely sitting back. Artist with that 2 of force. Ooh.
Divide noted. Okay, Trailblazer will reveal just how close they are. The bite looking to force him back. Gets to read the Divide swung out on the side.
यहाँ पे अगर अल्टी आता ना माइंड फ्रीक का बहुत मजा आता था, मॉस्फिट और अल्टी साथ में करवाते थे। भाई क्या मजाक है, लाइव चैट में कुछ भी मैसेज करे तो मैसेज ऑटोमेटिक डिलीट हो जा रहा है, ये प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है, और मेरे को लग रहा था इग्नोर मार रहा है सब सेट कर। नहीं दोनों रेजेस गए। नाइस 12 सेकंड टाइम बाय कर लो खाली, 3v3 प्लांट नहीं मिलने वाला है। नाइस 4 सेकंड, नाइस 4 सेकंड, एक नंबर जेंग और 4 सेकंड क्या बजा रहे। दिन कल मैंने रियलाइज किया कि वो आईडी से चैट लिखने के बाद एक्सीडेंटली रिफ्रेश हो गया था, तब हो गए। या तो तूने चैट कम्युनिटी गाइडलाइंस में कुछ तो सीन किया रहेगा, इस वजह से यूट्यूब नहीं कर दिया रहेगा।
Forsaken, rightfully so on his feet, with another monstrous round for himself.
मेरे को आया नहीं लग रहा है कि तूने ये कर दिया रहेगा ये.
Timeout that NRG wants to take. It's unsurprising. Coach Chet not wanting PRX to be able to really stretch this lead. Says, okay, they're one round up over us. Let's go ahead, pump the brakes, tie it up, and take it from there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just
डर अच्छा लगा, ये डर अच्छा लगा मुझे. YouTube टीम से बात चल रही है. हाँ बट वो फिर स्लो प्रोसेस है, कितना भी कर ले वो स्लो प्रोसेस यही रहेगा.
You have to expect it that they're going to have those rounds. You have to just roll with the punches, and NRG certainly can do that. Now you've got that pit for finesse. Try to find a way to use it. But again, another good thing there for PRX is they avoid any damage from that tour de force, a big time ultimate that doesn't find much value.
And just the one kill.
Yeah.
That's what they pick up.
हाय मैं वो आईडी से जस्ट तुम्हारे चैट में आता और वीडियोस देखता बस नो कमेंट.
Those could be paramount in NRG in this round. We'll see what Chet has prepped them for.
Okay.
As for now, maybe the double peek, but they're getting a read on this. They're just sending.
जिंग ने क्या किया ये?
Dazed up. Showstopper to try to chase them down. Forsaken will be able to find artists. The spot into the double.
जिंग ने क्या किया ये और क्यों किया ये? पूरा कंट्रोल दे दिया ना हुक्का का. मालूम है अल्टी खींचेगा, वो अल्टी है उस पे.
PRX wanted to push the pace, but this completely falls flat.
And as I call it, the Mobius strip of PRX, the wild plays, the up and down swings of this team. It is a constant finesse.
फोर्सेकनी ने देख लिया, फिनेस ने भी देख लिया. दबो पे चढ़ गया. देखते हैं बट ये एटलीस्ट ठीक तो हो जाएगा. लेट्स सी अभी ये हो जाए तो बेटर है. अच्छा चलो लंच करने जा रहा हूँ. हाँ ठीक है. डन.
Never seen anything quite like that. Just that reckoning off the rip again, like you said, to try to deal with that showstopper.
I mean, they're trying to get a clutch.
Yes, exactly.
Outside of hookah.
Right.
But the reckoning only goes so far, and
yes.
Victor just plays right on the edge of it. And then from here, it's just sadness.
Well, I think you're hoping that you can win that initial trade off of kind of the early chaos there. Maybe catch them as they're coming out of market. Just NRG isn't bamboozled at all. They're really steady.
It's one of those things where if it worked, we say, oh my God, what a brilliant play.
Exactly.
But because it doesn't, it looks a bit foolish. We'll see if they ever go for it again here in this map. For now, tied up once more.
4-4 हो गया ना. अरे एक तो पता है जब कुछ नहीं होता है ना, दिमाग एकदम ये हो जाता है कि एकदम क्या बोलते हैं, वर्ड नहीं मिल रहा मेरे को तुम लोग को बताने के लिए. तो मैं क्या एक्सप्रेस करना है मेरे को वर्ड ही नहीं मिल रहा.
That high tide, he's giving PRX a little bit of time to shift Jing over here.
Not seeing too much there.
ठीक है. 50 HP.
Tagged up finesse initially, but then
दवाई को भी हील दे दे यार. कोई ऐसा होना चाहिए रे स्काई को भी हील दे. मतलब इस बेचारे हील देते हैं.
Immediately I start thinking, well, they might just TP here. With all that presence, you know there's at least 3 over here with the Boombot, with the Trailblazer.
इनको भी तो कोई हीलर्स को भी तो हील करने वाला होना चाहिए.
Sound cut. Drifting over. Forsaken is playing up close, but looks like he's going to back away. He's playing around a tiny little gap that he had in that cascade. Looking for one.
Short
In terms of spike presence as well. That looks for a little bit more. Just for some. It's a little bit of damage down, but doesn't get the kill. HP bar.
अब तो हील भी नहीं मिलेगा.
Quite low. Laid out. Some has to drop down off the box. Jump forward, Victor into the corner, wins it out versus the Mind. Mind Freak finally able to stabilize the air. Falls up for a second one. Artist swinging.
ठीक है, स्टेबलाइज करके मारा.
CGRS looking to push. Knows that he's around the
Nice. अच्छा है स्टेबलाइज करके मारा. वरना भाई वो अगर उसी को कंटिन्यू करता तो हो गया था.
Just Forsaken, just the absolute confidence he has to step up into this is absolutely nuts. And then Mind Freak holding it down. Great transfer, great hold.
Let's go.
Smoke to allow Forsaken to find the first. The cove comes up behind it. Able to step
भाई लग रहा है ये बंदा हेवी मेहनत कर रहा है बे.
It harasses NRG, and then CGR is able to win in the backside. That lurk accounted for by Finesse, but not able to be dealt with. Ooh.
Smoke down, Artist just trying to spray through.
W gaming.
Much damage found by either side. Meantime, the push
अरे वो क्लोज आ गया था रे दादा.
unawares.
क्या एक एक राउंड में ये कर रहे हो?
They have to go for this full rotate.
और क्या 4-1 खेल रहे बे?
Once again, opt for the teleporters. The site is empty. Looks like they're going to commit to the plan here.
वेलकम कर दिया.
Ults at the ready. The nade not quite getting the bounce that it's looking for to get in onto the plant spot. But
पिक मिला CGR इसको.
as Victor gets himself situated up onto
विक्टर ऊपर चढ़ के खेल रहा है.
down low, a single bullet would finish him off and drop that pin.
इवन फिनिश भी 5 HP ही है.
They're going to be able to find it for now. The wingman coming out with the molly. It's perfectly timed. They can't get it to half.
हाफ मिल गया तो मजा आ जाता.
However, needs to try to hightail it out, but he's going to get clipped.
ठीक है अल्टी भी है. अल्टी कर दिया. वापस इसने भी अल्टी कर दिया.
Answers back, and now it's all on Mindfreak. Once more, the headshot.
नाइस.
His position, but he's running out of
1v1 Brimdev.
Tom continuing the jiggle. Mindfreak having to push it. 5 bullets. The time taken out. A 4K from Mindfreak.
टाइम खेल गया वो.
Round victory goes to NRG.
टाइम खेल गया रे. टाइम खेल गया.
Oh, that round is played so beautifully by Sam. The reaction to that wingman, instantly the molly is out to make sure that it's not a problem. And yeah, sure, okay, Mindfreak's got his ult, well, so do I. And I can just shut this down. The layers here, able to survive behind those.
दवाई बाहर नहीं. अरे शॉट अच्छा था. और यहाँ पे ड्रीम डिप दे भी दिया था. नाइस ट्राई. वेल प्ले वेल प्ले.
Mindfreak very much coming alive. Not that he was asleep in the first 2 maps, but didn't see as much impact. You know, as crazy a plays that we know that he can pull off. He's starting to see it, but it's just not good enough to get them across the finish line there. So 5-5 inseparable could very well end up being a 6-6 half. Just maintain that ambiguity as far as who the hell is going to win this map.
Your guess is as good as mine at this point. Could have convinced me either way.
मेरे को क्या लग रहा है ना यहाँ से
Needs to play up close. He's got that stinger in hand. No one else is
अगर क्लोज कॉर्नर शेक हुआ मैंने अभी रारी 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 रू एक मार दिया इसने. एक मार दिया उसने. अरे लेकिन इक्वल ट्रेड ऑफ्स हो गए यार. जिसने फ्रैग्स निकाले थे इक्वल ट्रेड ऑफ्स में निकल गया. अभी 2 वेपन्स है और एक बुलडॉग है. मतलब तीनों वेपन्स तो है अच्छे. शॉट रे 4 सेकंड ने जो कवर दिया है. 4 सेकंड ने जो कवर दिया है. It's a 1v1. It's a 1v1. निकलेगा यहीं से बाहर निकलेगा. पता है क्रैश इसको. वेट करने देना. प्लांट करने दे.
For the tap on the spike, he goes for the challenge and pays the iron price. NRG, they lock in 6 for the half.
This is a wild round.
2 1v1s गए यार और दोनों पेपर एक सारा.
Thank God for Crash, he's here. Great job.
वेट करना चाहिए था.
For the side of NRG, clutch as always for the NA squad. And this is just wild and all over the place. I don't know how Jing got that 1 kill. He just is magic.
जो भी हारा वो बाहर है. वो सोच के खेलो तो गेम निकलेगा बे. माफ करो ये लोग को.
Victor only one away from a showstopper though. He's kind of looking to see if with him having the spike, to try to get him into a position to get that down. But Forsaken already queuing up this reckoning, expecting this.
Short range.
He does, but he gets traded back. Artist finding the kill. Forsaken just grabbing up that Vandal, reckoning at the ready. He's going to invest it now. Looking for the stunts. Som jumping to the side, manages to avoid it. Mindfreak taking so much damage there.
होमी भी आया. उसने स्टन भी किया. यहाँ पे अब डिटेन होएगा.
Double TP going to be used. Pulls it back to be able to get the quick recovery on the ult. Artist and Finesse, they stay sat here.
अल्ट तो मिल जाएगी. यहाँ से ब्लाइंड भी फेंक देगा. लेकिन पिवट अगर आया बी की तरफ ठीक है. सीकर्स भी गए.
Gets picked up. Seekers now as well, very much telling the story. CJRS with the recovered ult. Doesn't get much. Clear it out very swiftly. Forsaken comes through. Clear out on that boom bot. CJRS has to back away.
Finish.
Artist pushing up.
Nice shot though.
One sum to the corner. Still going to be good for it now with a showstopper. They know exactly where Devi is going to be
Shot.
coming from. The rocket should be able to take him down. Does he note the cross, however? He does, but Devi avoids the damage. Swapping up the weapons. Finds the Vandal.
सब कुछ करना पड़ेगा इसको। अबे लोग का मसल मेमोरी कितना स्ट्रांग रहता है ना, ये हटा के ये कर रहे हैं, ये हटा के ये कर रहे हैं, इंस्टेंट 1v2 8 बुलेट कांटेक्ट पे पिक करेंगे। लेट्स गो, पता था कांटेक्ट पे पिक होगा। ये दो 1v1 गए ना वेपर एक्स के अपोज में, वो खराब गए।
They're always throwing weird stuff at you, but they are layered.
गाइस लाइक करोगे?
It seems like sometimes one
कैसे कैसे टाइम पे मैं स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ, मेरे को पता है।
Immediately looking to try to string those into these multi kills, and a lot of times NRG's holding the line. It's been neck and neck the whole way throughout.
To be honest यार, कैसे कैसे टाइम पे I am streaming, I only know.
Honestly, it could not be closer than this. We were kind of talking about the comp change from NRG here, Mel, but I just want to remind everyone that this was the bind comp that they ran when they had the 15-2 bind win streak back in 2022, so you can see how
like ऐसा
it's a bit of a throwback, and it's interesting because it allows the Viper util to be moved in different locations.
मैं actually double shift करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ ताकि जल्दी कर लें अपन साथ में अचीव कर ले जो मॉनिटरी। नहीं तो कैसा होएगा ना, तो भी ऑनेस्ट मैं तुमको स्टोरी बाद में बताऊंगा। आफ्टर आई गेट मोनेटाइज्ड आई विल टेल यू ऑल द स्टोरी। मैं उससे पहले कोई स्टोरी नहीं बताने वाला तुम लोगों को। काफी सारी कहानियां हैं, लाइक करोगे गाइस? ये 7 लाइक्स हो गए गाइस, फटाफट से लाइक करें। 10 लाइक्स तक पहुंच रहे हैं। 3 लोग देख रहे हैं, 3 लोगों को 3 लाइक्स कर सकते हैं।
And it will be better.
Yeah, so what are we expecting from the chamber, Mel, on the defense side of NRG?
I think they really want to condition this early off presence that's consistent versus the Sage. The Sage is really strong as well on defense, but you don't get that consistent, really strong like an off.
56-55. अबे ये स्टार्ट्स अच्छे लेके आए हैं। NRG for the win, Paper X for the win. Paper X के डायनासोर्स निकलेंगे ना तो ही मजा आएगा।
As you're saying, there's a double controller on the other side with movable walls when we're talking about Forsaken and the Harbor, and also a double initiator. So it's not going to be easy for him, so he has to be very smart in the timings that he's using to really have impact in the game.
Well, this is such a close match, but let me remind you guys of the stakes once again. This is going to be deciding who will be advancing in that lower bracket to play EG for a spot in the grand finals of Masters Tokyo. Achilles and Paperthin, there's everything on the line here.
There absolutely is. NRG just 6 round wins away from locking in that NA rematch to try to make it into the grand final. And this is a team that has always made it into the top 3 ever since, you know, as far as Masters since 2021.
Let's go.
The first champs that we had.
तुम लोग के लिए मैं कुछ ना कुछ ढूंढते रहता हूँ। अब अटैक है तो ये लोग 4 बंदे बाद से पुश कर रहे हैं। लेट्स गो कि बाद से अब एंट्री के 4 सेकंड को लेनी पड़ेगी।
Use the molly to stop the W keying. Oh, never mind. They're just going.
Okay, Cove down.
ऐसा W गेमिंग नहीं घुस पाओगे।
NRG looking for another pistol round win to add to the scoreboard. CGRS finding one, but then just gets overwhelmed. Mind Freak, a late lurk arriving. It's got that safe defuse.
अंदर से प्लांट करेगा ना वो, अंदर से डिफ्यूज करेगा any day.
To really dissuade it, to really stop it, so they will just go ahead and hold it down. Mind Freak, look at it. The very least maybe collect.
सबको मार रहा है लेकिन कुछ बनना तो चाहिए उससे। 4 लोग देख रहे हो गाइस, फटाफट से एक बार लाइक सब्सक्राइब कर दो। ऐसे बिना इन्फो के कैसे घुस रहे हैं? अबे ये लोग फाइट, ठीक है समझ में आया, फाइट लेने के लिए घुस रहे हैं, बट फाइट लेने के लिए घुस रहे हैं ना तो पता होना चाहिए ना कि साइड पे कितने बंदे हैं। डब्ल्यू गेमिंग अच्छी है लेकिन इतनी भी नहीं। एनआरजी काउंटर लेके आई है, दिख रहा था लोटस पे। इवन ये पर्ल भी इजी नहीं जीते हो।
You just expect them to keep going and they do. And everybody's there. It's just a firing line for the side of NRG. Now Artist with a Marshall taking space outside of B, but it's everybody.
KG साइड क्लियर है लेकिन लॉन्ग क्लियर नहीं है और साइड पे भी एल्बो खेल रहा है एक प्लेयर सबसे बेस्ट है जिंग इतना घुस के दो मार दिया अरे एक जिंग मार दिया एक 4 सेकंड मार दिया क्रैशिस को फिर इनका ये स्टिंगर बैटल अच्छा चलता है रे नाइस नाइस
flipping the script and picking up the win, drop the pistol, win the follow-up.
And they pick up the Phantom. I mean, this is a huge win. Coming out here with a bit of an unexpected, I think...
Phantom भी मिल गया ना?
That definitely caught NRG a little bit off guard. They just start pushing space. I mean, you see this time...
डबल हेड पड़ गया ना? Actually, Stinger का गेम बहुत सही है. Close fights में, if you get Stinger, fire rate की वजह से you can't just deny anything. वैंडल की एक गोली निकलेगी स्टिंगर की 2 निकलेगी और वहां पे स्टिंगर के अगर 2 हिट पड़ गए तो हो गया काम इवन स्पेक्टर की गोलियां स्लो निकलती है
of that one use if they can get into a post plant position, but it's going to be a very similar wall, just looking to cut off that guard and access. But this time there's 2 players at backside. Nade's going to be let out here from Victor, looking for some damage, jump up over the top. Jig going to be taken down, and yes, CGRS, he does end up getting eliminated by...
क्या चल रहा है इतना chaos क्यों बना रहे हैं ये लोग शॉट बहुत chaotic हो जा रहा है
now it's all on Artis 5 headhunter bullets
heal दे दे
done, the healing coming through Divide.
Well played. एक और round. भाई 2 सेकंड में राउंड खत्म हो रहा है इतना chaos.
On this site hit, it looked a bit rough off the rip. Lose a couple players, but then Forsaken just gets in there with that judge, laying the hammer down. Out go 2 players of NRG, and then the round's able to fall back into their hands. NRG going to dig into the well and go for the timeout to see if there's any water to get them into the matches this weekend. Certainly, anything's possible. I'm still no idea how to feel about who's going to take this.
I mean, it's very much up in the air. These guys have been back and forth this entire time, aside from Lotus, realistically. But, you know, the way that we started going to that OT, a 15-13 scoreline for PRX to take it, could very well be in our futures here on Bind. This is the buy round coming through yet again for the side of NRG. So Chet burning the second timeout. PRX have not let loose one quite just yet. Alex still has both of those to use in this second half. We'll see if they come into play, but for NRG, there's very, very close to having some key ultimates online. In particular, Som, the Orbital Strike, Crashies, the Seekers. They can find some orbs here. This could be the thing that really turns the tide and allows them to further separate themselves from PRX.
लोगों से पूछ रहा हूँ working.
Normally that there'd be some contention over the orbs here, but this is PRX, so I have no idea. This is just the way that they're set up on the map. They are absolutely nowhere near any of the orbs. They're also close to the, you know, everybody's close to these alts and they're just kind of
चलो वो काम बाद में ही करेंगे नहीं मिल रहा है तो नहीं मिल रहा है चलेगा भाई ए हिट काइंड ऑफ ए हिट अगर मैं बोलूंगा ना तो स्पाइक ए पे है एक डिफॉल्ट हिट कर रहे हैं ये लोग ये वाला मॉली मैंने देख लिया है मतलब काफी लोग यूज कर रहे हैं ना और आसपास ऐसा है कि ये मॉली पे ही गेम बनता है नीचे तो आएगा ही वो बंदा नीचे मॉली कर दो मौका दे दो
Over on the B site, all on his lonesome. Does he call for a pivot? No. The plant coming down out into the open.
छोटू एक गोली लगता ना मर जाता लेकिन छोटू को गोली लगी नहीं अश्वत्थामा है मैं
Thrash now at the ready. Sending it forward but doesn't even get close and is completely unrecoverable.
सोम को एक पिक मिल गया वो भी 4 सेकंड का मिला है
Orbital strike now infested. CGRS Jing both going to be taken out. Mind Freak with one of his own. Has to send the ult, the swing out from Finesse on the flank. It's going to be Som who finds that kill. A bite down to the Vi's feet. Finesse will win it out.
इतनी सारी यूटिल्स और अल्ट्स इन्वेस्टमेंट्स हुई है तो एंटी
Now moving up to 9.
appreciate the fake attempt from PRX, but NRG again, stalwart in their defense, stalwart in their respect.
Getting caught.
यहाँ पे Forsaken को flank पे पकड़ा.
A little bit confused again why PRX isn't maybe trying to, you know, play a little bit more attention towards those orbs. That could, you know, end up being a big part of the round. It wasn't super.
चाहिए तो फायरमैन अभी ये लोग कर सकते हैं एक जगह से. Like kind of अगर fight लेनी है, fight करना है तो फायरमैन fight कर लो. एक करके fight करते हैं ना.
Not really being ready for that orbital strike inside of U-Haul.
Didn't have it until Forsaken died.
Yeah. Just seemed like that round kind of lacking a little bit of awareness of the ult situation for PRX hurt them.
They're going to be going for the same setup here. Cove spot. Where did that drop?
Harbor ulti, entry, Victor, TP, bug gaya. Bug gaya. वो कोप कौन सा था? सोम 30 HP है, ठीक है. एक पिक मिला, 1 trade of 1-1. Finish थोड़ा लो हुआ.
Finesse wrapping around into the back of elbow.
Artists around the other side from Fountain.
Actually spam देना चाहिए यहाँ पे.
Showstopper at the ready. Jing gonna stave him off. Poompot. That's the call for that assisted clear.
Kind of round winnable ही था यार. नहीं करना चाहिए था ये ulti. नहीं यार, वही टाइम बाय के लिए भी नहीं करना चाहिए था ये अल्टी. Didn't go for a save. नहीं इस लाइक करो पे हो गया. मैं काफी क्लोज जा रहा है धीरे धीरे, बट PRX is not showing the thing जो वो दिखाते हैं हमेशा.
Execute here on the B site.
Yeah, this is a good use of the reckoning to really lock down that garden space.
और सोम पता नहीं भाई क्या ही खेल रहा है. NRG सोम नेक्स्ट लेवल चल रहा है उसका एम.
They want to crunch on top of it, and this time it finally does come through for them. Let's see if they're just gonna keep using that same sort of cut the B site in half with Forsaken's utility.
Right now, it's looking like it. In all likelihood, it's going to be the wave coming through, try to block off the flash, perhaps? No, okay.
Well, he uses it in a couple different ways.
सब flash हुए. Spotted. Sorted.
Isolates a player in elbow. He tries to just kind of take it.
शायरों से लफ्ज़ मिलके Stingers है और 3 rifle.
Gonna back off full flash now on a Victor as well. Nate gets sent forward.
मॉली नेड सब कुछ आ गया. थोड़ा पीछे गए, यूटिल्स का एक्सचेंज हुआ, सीधे उसको फ्रैग मिल गया. बे वो
Mosh coming up with a kill. Heals being offered up by Crashies to Som to try to get him back to 100. We'll be able to do so.
सीधे उसको मस्त फ्रैग मिल गया. बे
Here the B site artist still waiting back in link to see if this rotation comes through to A.
ठीक है, लेकिन गिरी फिर भी एक स्टिंगर ही. Jing got Victor. CGR's got one, लेकिन मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना, सोम का एम चल रहा है, मतलब उसको सपोर्ट नहीं मिल रहा है. He gets one and he dies. ट्रेड में उमर जाता है.
The last one left standing, swinging out. Forsaken gets tucked away just outside the teleporter. Swings in.
Nice.
He'll be good to win the fight. We are tied once again at 9-9.
Incredible stuff from PRX, just taking their time here to really make sure that they're watching.
अब W Gaming को slow game कर दिया लोगों ने.
Set up for this attack, and then it's just kind of the normal high tide. You don't see that all the time from Forsaken. He's got a lot of different high tides that he likes to utilize on this B site. This time they just go for the normal one, catch some flashes, get Jing in there, get some information.
Let's go.
And Divide just looks like he's just
Equate कर लिया.
Another day at the PC Bong in Korea, man. Like he just looks like he's having fun.
Artist situated forward. Headhunter.
ठीक है, इको राउंड है. लेकिन यहाँ पे इको में ही बैंड बजाता है, पर बच गया इस बार. इको में बैंड नहीं बजी. कितना भी कर लिया यहाँ पे इको में इस बार बैंड नहीं बजी. नाइस इको इस बार फ्लॉलेस निकला और सीजीआरएस का अल्ट फार्म होते उतरे गए और
it's not going to be a lead for too much longer. It feels like they just destined the trade blows back and forth.
I feel like we're due another.
अच्छे मिल रहे हैं इनको अभी फ्रैग्स और ये लोग ओवर कमिट नहीं कर रहे पहले वाले इनिशियल फेज में ओवर कमिट कर रहे थे ये देखने में भी बोर हो रहा था सच बता रहा हूँ अच्छा मालूम
for NRG, particularly Sam played that round extremely well. You have the op for Artis, so a lot of big tools here for NRG to get this back up. Meanwhile, PRX sitting on quite a lot of cash, so this round is oh so important for NRG.
Hit invested over towards Garden, but they are trying to just get themselves behind it and keep him zoned away from the site.
हुक्का अल्टेड हुक्का से पीछे भागे जिंग और ऐसे जिंग को भाई सीटी जाके मारता है जिंग और प्लांट भी किया है बैक साइड का प्लांट किया है माम का कॉल बाद में उठाते हैं उठाएंगे कॉल उठा देंगे बाद में
Jing's in the spawn.
Jing just literally just went right for the spawn and just kept going. There was no halting it. There was that high tide I was talking about to come.
Replay क्यों दिखा? Round खत्म थोड़ी हुआ था.
To give them the space to just have to worry about whoever's in cubby or right behind the tube or maybe in tube.
Guns बचाओ, guns बचाओ.
Slips away just before he would have been spotted there by Devi. Looks like that operator will crucially be held on to here by Artis, but it's PRX that do manage to stretch the lead. Already in double digits now, 11, 2 more to go, and they will be sending NRG home.
And there went those big ultimates. The Viper's pit use completely just sidestepped by the side of PRX. Same with that orbital strike. That's a devastating round for NRG. Yeah, you can grab a couple Guardians. Yeah, you save the op.
They're altless.
मैं कुछ सोच रहा हूँ नहीं क्या कर सकते हैं अपन तो गाइस कुछ नया सीरीज बताओ ना जो मैं मतलब तुम लोग के लिए लेके आ सकता हूँ ये कंटेंट तुम लोग को देखने में मजा आएगा
Pretty much from here on out, unless you start a very long streak and overtake them. So much money banked up by PRX.
Oh, look at their stack here at B. I mean, it's just been B over and over and over again for PRX. So now you're gonna try to just out-duel them.
Hidden.
Monster on the loose.
Doesn't look for it. He's just so hungry for the kill. He ends up falling. Some with a headshot now. Cuts off Jing. It's gonna be
ये थ्रो वाला हो गया काम.
As well, fallen. The spike now down on the ground. Mind Freak and Forsaken, the last two left standing. As Artis' participation, not necessary.
ये कांड हो गया ना थ्रो वाला.
They will find him in the smokes, and that just leaves Forsaken all on his lonesome.
ये हो गया कांड. नहीं करना चाहिए था.
Presence here on B figures, you know what? Maybe if I can kill the one, maybe two guys that are over on the A site.
Forsaken ही क्या करेगा?
Surely he can't do it again. Surely not.
अगर ये 1v4 निकाल दिया ना.
And this is kind of the
be something magical if he could, but there's a swing out. There's the op shot. Artis just holding the angle, staying put.
काली दबाने में. बुलंद निकालेगा वही से.
It's one step. They do it cleanly as well. And it all comes down to that. Devi really just blood hungry, bloodthirsty, trying to get that stun player to get rid of Finesse. Victor just quietly sat in the corner. As soon as he regains his vision, it's all over.
No timeout.
सब chill कर रहे, सब chill कर रहे, सबको धीरे-धीरे.
Let them, they've been doing mostly a good job, but now they got to pivot away from B. Artis out here.
ठीक है, चलो इको अच्छा है, but ये राउंड नहीं हारना रे, ये जीत जाओ तो you'll get to 12-10, and then we'll win this.
I do expect to see it again, but they are wary about this one. Yeah, Trailblazer will clear him off the position, forces that teleport back. So Rendezvous in the back of Lamps. That's going to send Artis rotating eventually to try to get the heaven. Looks like, yeah, that is going to be the case. Boombot spots one on the backside. So I'm going to be noted.
छोटू प्लांट कर रहा है और छोटू ने प्लांट आराम से कर दिया. जिनको पिक भी मिल गया. सॉम को शॉर्टी पिल तो मिला, बट शॉर्टी के बाद कुछ नहीं. ठीक है, नाइस रे सीजीआरएस.
And suddenly it's just Victor and Artis left standing. No reason not to play for it.
Nice one, Davai.
Towards the end of this all, but Davai finds Victor. Forsaken takes him
अबे लोग नाइट आउट कैसे मिल रहे हैं?
Take it all the way to match point.
Just a beautiful
Well
play
played.
here from PRX. Able to just get into the space. It's given up by NRG. Jing comes around the corner right ahead of those Seekers. Gets the kill and is able to get out. Forsaken, beautiful job being right there to trade off of his teammate. CGRS holding the line. Everybody coming up big there in that round for PRX. One more. And they will be seeing EG on Saturday.
We'll be seeing EG on Saturday. एक round. Our best of 5 में we'll see PRX once again.
Back over to B. Surprise, surprise. For PRX.
Trailblazer out of long.
जबकि guns भी है एक मतलब
Comes through, finesse clears it rather quickly as Victor gets around the back, puts some damage down, but doesn't want to overstay as well.
वो उसको heal करेगा ये इसको
A
heal
little bit
करेगा.
damage and wisely just decides to back off. Knows that he's going to be
दोनों ही 100 होगा चलो.
So for now, a bit of a stalemate here around the B site. Looks like Crashies maybe suspecting that this is going to result in a bit of a shift towards A, but as we can see, they're still looking to grab hookah for themselves. A little bit more damage out as Forsaken takes a bullet to the side of the box, down to 19 HP now. That is what looks like it will force the pivot.
Yeah, this is good. You don't
Forsaken की health regrowth भी खत्म हो गया ना.
So wait a little bit.
Oh,
That
no.
to come into play.
They just cut noise. They pull back. Finesse gets himself into a cheeky
ये
position.
गन आउट शोल्डर पिक दे रहा है यहाँ पे अगर इसको गलती से देख लिया ना.
Spotting one. Rotations can now begin, it would seem, from the side of NRG. Finesse, Victor, gonna be blinded up. Finesse, however, still managing to find three as they drop in.
Finish.
Like flies into the spider web. Finesse strikes. He keeps their hopes alive here in the round. The teleporter gonna be taken. Jing, ooh, swings back through. A 2v3. Does PRX try to stay in this?
And now
They'll try to
Jing-
finish this.
Jing's got the showstopper now.
10 seconds
That
left.
he does with 41 HP. It's such a small window. No margin for error. Is the trademark going to be cleared out? Oh, freak out into the open. Finds one.
Indeed.
Puts him down to 27.
I would say ये round निकल गया ना crazy हो जाएगा Inti रे.
Artis will put him down and keep energy in this game. One more round to go for overtime.
Unbelievably smart play here. from
जिस बंदे ने भी
Finesse.
इसकी स्क्रिप्ट लिखी है ना बहुत सेक्सी है.
The big brain hiding himself in the corner and finds three for it.
I thought he had gotten blinded, but no. Avoids it. And just drops out to kill off three. Absolutely
Next level.
gorgeous from Finesse where the team needed him the most. Artis as well. And that low HP, granted, yes, Jing is tagged up as well, but doesn't allow for him to isolate that 1v1 with that showstopper, because that could have just been it.
Yes, exactly. Now Victor one away from his showstopper. A couple big ones here. Mind Freak has his orbital strike behind this. PRX.
मैंने मेरा टेक्स्ट डाल दिया है क्या होने वाला है.
In showers. So far, just
मेरे पिकिंग्स में भी PRX है.
Oh, dueling rockets coming through. Not finding anything though is Jing, but as he gets up on top of the box, still will find Victor, but it's going to be a massive trade up. Energy starting things off with two, but now equal.
प्लांट भी नहीं मिला यार 3v3.
The plant still not coming in. Artis.
ठीक है.
Headshot, Mind Freak finding it.
तो स्मोक से निकला. चलो माइंड फ्री गॉट दिस. नाउ इट्स दवाई ओवर. लेट्स गो. शीश. लेट्स गो. Let's go.
NRG, a team that has not been outside of the top 3 at a Masters or Champions event since 2021. They stopped them dead in their tracks with 10 days of preparation for substitute player. They are going the distance.
भाई CGRS
Challenging EG.
के साथ सिर्फ 10 दिन प्रैक्टिस करना.
Final in 2 days time.
I mean, this smoking hot run.
I am getting goosebumps.
Nobody would have ever expected.
Well played, yeah, well played.
Nobody would have ever thought it was coming. And hats off to NRG. They played a hell of a series. They gave them everything they
We
could
will play the NRG Masters Tokyo 2023. Well played. No worries.
Completely prepared for. But on these other two maps, on Pearl, a map that at one point I thought was a done deal. I thought NRG looked like they were going to roll away with it. but PRX able to dig deep.
मेंटल रीसेट इसको बोलते हैं.
It's everybody on this team right now performing. Forsaken and Jing, you know they're known quantities in their abilities.
ये वाला हार्ट बहुत सारे बना लिए.
Mind Freak, some big ones today, and of course CGRS. What else can you say? Who would have expected that right now he is one of the big integral parts of this team getting to where they are?
Absolutely nobody. It felt like it was a done deal before the tournament.
Let's go. Something is missing यार. Something चाहिए था.
To persevere and outdo everyone's expectations. He might not be here, but you have to expect that they are doing it for something. It's all for him. And my God.
Well played, yeah. Well played.
Given what we've seen from these guys.
Well played, dudes. Let's go guys. चलो नाइट स्ट्रीम में मिलते हैं भाई. 3 बज गए.